game for tonight's national anthem. Make some noise, football fans, for tonight's championship game.
All right, so we just found out that our introduction we didn't get any of the audio originally. So we're back. Tim Duffy, Chris Heatsu on the call. Championship game between the undefeated Southern New England Admirals and the 10-1 Marlboro Shamrocks here from Rocky Marciano Stadium in Brockton, Massachusetts. I'm Tim Duffy on the call alongside my longtime partner, Chris Heatsu. A little bit of mix up there on the screen, but Chris, how you doing, man?
I'm doing just fantastic, Tim, and I mean, I couldn't ask for a better partner for tonight. This is like, for Fans Only Sports Network fans who know us very well at this point, this is like the Joe Buck and Troy Aikman broadcast of the team here.
America's Game of the Week.
America's Game of the Week, or in this case, Fans Only Sports Network's Game of the Week. And we've got ourselves quite a game tonight, Tim. As you said, Southern Admirals at 11-0 on the season, Shamrocks at 11-1. We're either playing for spoils here, or this team is going to ride off into the sunset with a perfect record here tonight.
Playing for spoils is right, and Marlboro Shamrocks have won the last two championships here in the East Coast Football League. And last year, beating his very own Southern England Admirals in the championship game. Trying to go for the three-peat tonight for Southern England, trying to cap off that 11-0 record with a perfect postseason and perfect season in general. As these two teams met back on June 14th, it was a 14-13 Southern New England victory in the first game of the season for both these squads. It's been a long time since either team has lost a game.
Yeah, and that's a crazy stat right there. They play the first game of the season back in June, and now we're talking October here at the championship weekend. These teams haven't seen each other in months at this point, so now it kind of comes down to, do they remember this team well? Did they study the film well enough going into this week? So what we're trying to see is a lot of energy from both sides here, and we're trying to see which team knows the other team better at the end of the day.
Yeah, and who will hoist that big trophy that we saw walking in here? It's a long trophy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Much bigger than the Lombardi.
Yeah, it's very long. Opening kick will be by Southern New England as Marlboro won the toss and decided to receive. Kicking off for Southern New England, it's C.K. Miles.
Are you ready for
kicker
some
and defensive
football?
back. And here the PA guy, are you ready for some football? We certainly are, Chet.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Always ready for some football. In fact, some football coming up tomorrow, the NFL. But, of course, we got to focus here on tonight from the ECFL Championship.
And we are underway as Miles boots it down the field. Returning from the 14-yard line and down to the 32 on the return there.
Good coverage by special teams and tackle made.
Was Jakari Carpenter down the 32-yard line, and that is where Marlboro will start this first drive.
Yeah, some solid starting field position, obviously. I mean, for ECFL, is it the 20-yard line that's the touchback?
I believe so, yep.
Yeah, so, I mean, you're getting 12 yards already from your spotting of the touchback. Pretty solid spot for the Shamrocks to get started here. We'll see what they go with first, either a run or pass. But I mean, obviously, you're going to start out with something conservative probably here. It's the first drive of the game. You're just trying to feel each other out.
First drive of the game, very important. We're out here on the southern New England side of the field. I see a lot of green on the other end. So a lot of chirps coming from this side, but it's going to be Blake Rice in the shotgun on first down. Since this man assume in motion, he's going to hand it off to him. Running to the near side, and he's going to cut in for a gain of 3. Graham assume with the first carry of the game.
And that was a nice solid carry. I mean, he probably could have gone for more if his blocker didn't get knocked to the ground on that one, but solid gain of a few there, and that'll set up second down.
You can't really complain about a 3-yard pickup for the first play of the game.
No, can't. It's positive yardage. It's something that your team needs to have going forward in this one.
Sure is.
Build on that momentum.
As Marlboro taking a while in this huddle. We actually have a scorekeeper this time around. I think it's the first ECFL game I've been to with the scoreboard operating. So we're going to have an accurate time the whole game. Here's Rice in the shotgun. His back offset to his right. Man in motion. He's going to hand it off inside and swallowed up immediately for no gain. Read it beautifully right off the bat as Brent Anktel had no room to run as Ricardo Dixon with the tackle.
Yeah, it's a loss of 2 on the play. I mean, the defense, just a perfect read right there, right out of the gate on that one. I mean, tailback really had nothing to work with at that point. The gap was just swallowed up completely, and it's just a great job by the Admirals.
We call it a loss of 3 on the play. Makes it 3rd down and 10. It's about 9.5. 42-yard line's the first down. Rice in the shotgun again.
Blake Rice.
Get his first pass attempt of the game here, and we will. Here's Rice dropping back, throwing down the field under pressure and incomplete.
Great pressure by the
Through the area of assume, but nothing was there as the Admirals brought the rush. And it's a 3-and-out for Marlboro.
Yeah, so that brings up 4th down. I mean, just not a lot to work with right there. The Admirals had great blanket coverage all around. And, I mean, the Shamrocks, that's just a tough start to their first possession.
Sure is a very tough start as the Admirals' defensive line coming in big those last 2 plays, causing the pressure on the last one, getting the 3-yard loss on 2nd down. And it's Petinoff going to kick.
And that's not something you see every day. 2 returners set back here for the Admirals on the left side. Split on either hash marks.
Punt is
up in the air. Let's see which one of these 2 returners will get us in a fair catch taken at the 28-yard line
at the 28.
by Alston.
Take over 1st and 10.
That is where the Admirals will start their first drive. 2 minutes and change into this one. And, you know, first drive for a team that is 11-0 on the year, regular season. This is a big drive. You know, get the tone set.
Say that one more time, I'm sorry.
This is a big drive to get the tone set, show them why they're an undefeated squad up to this point.
Yeah, I mean, this is the tone setter right here. Your defense forced a 3-and-out right out of the gate here. This is the chance to set the tone, period, offensively. And we'll see if this undefeated squad can come out here and really show this defense what it's worth.
Quarterback Jeff Costa starting for the Admirals. He led the league in touchdown passes with 35 this year. Lined up in the gun. Man in motion. It's Suber. Here is the handoff on the end around, running inside and shutting a tackle. Now out of bounds to the 34-yard line. It's Prince Johnson for a gain of about 6 or 7 on the play.
Yeah, solid run right out of the gate there. I mean, the end around, that's not something you expect, and especially with the 2 men in motion on that last play.
Gain of 6 on the carry.
And so already the Admirals are really putting the Shamrocks in a very interesting position by running plays that you don't normally see on first down.
Costa and
Sure
shotgun.
do. As Costa's in the gun, sends his man in motion again.
Takes the
Looks,
snap.
throws to the left. This one is almost intercepted, but almost caught too. Looking for Prince Johnson and slips through his hands, goes incomplete.
Yeah, and that was a tough one. He tried to thread the needle into traffic. Could have nearly been a costly mistake on that one, as both defender and receiver had to go up and make the play. Lucky that that ball wasn't taken away on that last one.
Sure was. Now it's 3rd down and 4. Let's see if Costa trying to fit that into a tight window again, like you just said. Here on 3rd down. 4 receivers, got 3 to the left. First 3rd down of the game for Southern New England. Been very efficient this year. It's Avora in motion, almost a jump on the line. Costa steps up in the pocket and gets sacked. Thrown down by Nick Rossi back at the 32-yard line.
With the sack for the Shamrocks. And that'll bring up.
That was a great sack right there. Both defenses coming out of the gate, forcing 3 and outs in the start of this one.
Good pressure by the Shamrocks.
As Rossi gets the sack, back-to-back 3 and outs. We saw a very defensive matchup the first time these two teams played. Looking like we might get a similar tone. Just 4 minutes into this one, 2 punts about to be on the board.
Yeah, and that was a big man going into the backfield to bring down the quarterback on that last play, and he's definitely going to be feeling that one going to the sideline.
Back deep to return is Carpenter for Marlboro. Here is the rush on the punt's blocked. It is blocked and picked up by the Admirals, and he's still on his feet. He fumbled the ball, and there's a fight for it at the 36-yard line. It's recovered by the Admirals, but it was short of the first down. The Shamrocks will take over at the 36-yard line. I think the punt was blocked by Kyle Jimenez-Fox coming off the edge. Number 2. This is going to be short of the first down. But wow.
Yeah, I mean, what a play right there. I mean, that's not something you expect every day. A block punt that's picked up by the punter and nearly taken up for a first down. Fumbles that ball again. It's just quite a series of events, but for the Shamrocks, you're lucky you didn't give up a first down there. And now the Admirals, they've got their backs to the wall, and the Shamrocks, they're in a perfect position to go ahead and get some points.
Sure do, as Jimenez-Fox came unguarded off the edge. See what Blake Rice can do here on this drive. From the 35, Rice throws it right side, going up high for that one, making the catch is Graham Assume. Down to
Graham Asum, number 5 on the
23-yard line. Gain of 12.
Just like that, boom, bang, boom, a first down for the Shamrocks. The first down for either offense in this one. And this is something the Admirals aren't expecting right out of here, but a big momentum swing to start off this drive for the Shamrocks, and they got to get some points out of this.
Sure do, as they're at just the cusp of the red zone now at the 22-yard line. Got to take advantage of this opportunity against an undefeated team is absolutely right, Chet. As Rice drops back, gonna float this one to the end zone. 2 guys out there, it's picked on, dropped, incomplete. Randy Butler dropped the interception, the league's interception leader this year. Couldn't make the catch here in the championship game. Pass was intended for Anthony Cintron.
No, that was a tough play right there. Quarterback saw the opening, but into double coverage, and just very lucky to be getting this ball back.
Very lucky indeed. 2 defenders for Southern New England out there. I'm not sure what Rice was thinking right there. And first down incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Still at the 22-yard line. Rice waits the snap. Got 4 receivers. Play action. Here's the screen. It's Assume cutting inside and falling down at about the 15. Good gain of about 7.
Good gain, but not enough to pick
and it'll
up
be
the
3rd and short.
3rd down.
So a nice little quick 5-yard gain off the screen, and I mean, I like where their head's at. Just get the chunky, just get these small yards and just slowly move that ball upfield.
Yep, 5-yard gain. So we'll be third and not short, but intermediate for the Shamrocks. In the red zone for the first time tonight.
17.
You think that this is probably 4-down territory if they don't get it.
Yeah, you'd like to think so. I mean, but we'll see what this team draws up here on 3rd and 5.
On 3rd and 5, Rice takes the snap. Here is the rush, throwing to the end zone, one-on-one, and incomplete. Incomplete, looking for George Smith on the fade. And it'll be 4th down and 5. As Rice just 1 of 4 for 13 yards to begin this one.
Yeah, it looked like Rice on that play was just trying to huck it up to see if he could get it there. But more or less, it was probably more to just throw that ball away. There was a lot of pressure in his face on that play, and he just needed to get that ball out rather than make a mistake.
Now it's 4th and 5, and we were just talking about this. Let's see if they want to go for it. It's taking a while in the huddle, and a while to figure things out as the officials are talking before this 4th down play, almost at the midpoint of this first quarter. Still scoreless between the two highest-scoring teams in the ECFL.
Yeah, and it's been, I mean, obviously we're still only in the first quarter of action, but very minimal movement of the ball in this one so far. Both defenses have been able to stand up well to the task at hand, but it looks like they might just go for 3 on this one.
Yep, as it's Max Pednoff on the field, big number 88. Lining up for the 35-yard field goal attempt.
Pednoff will set up for the kick.
To give Marlboro the lead. Should be the first for either team tonight.
Not quite sure what officials are trying to do here, if it's a ball spotting issue or what exactly is going on that Shamrock sideline, but it must be, it's a matter of the kicking ball.
Pednoff now setting up for the kick for the Shamrocks to see if he puts
Pednoff from 35 yards away to give the Shamrocks the lead and break the tie here in this one. Admirals sideline making a lot of noise. And snap spot. Pednoff's kick is on the way. It got blocked. It got tipped by the Admirals. I think it was Phil Terrio off the edge, along with Ricardo Gibson, who got through there, and it's a blocked field goal for the key defensive play the Admirals needed tonight.
Yeah, that's returning the favor right there. Admirals had their punt blocked. They blocked the field goal attempt here for the Shamrocks. Both defenses playing excellent, and I mean, if you got them on your fantasy team right now, you're talking about some good points from both defenses on this one.
Sure are.
But in all seriousness, in terms of the game here, I mean, for the Admirals, that's the big stop they needed. Momentum, you saw the momentum shift right there on that last drive for the Shamrocks, and now Admirals might get themselves a nice momentum shift their way, but we'll see how they draw things up together because both offenses have really been stifled throughout this one.
Yeah, they might start feeling good themselves. And let's see if they can get it going here on their second drive. It's Costa play action, or they fake the end around and give it up the middle. And gets to the 25-yard line for a gain of 3 on the play. And on the carry there was Leon Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes right there. That was just a good job disguising the simple up-the-gut rush there. Gains a few. It's just like that end around we saw to start the last drive, but we need to see more than just these easy 3-yard pickups. We need to see this offense really put something together.
And this big play offense, none today. Let's see if they can get it going. 2nd and 7. Johnson in motion. Costa pumps and dumps it off. And turning inside and running into his own man. Down to the 34-yard or 21-yard line. It's actually Cyprian, as they call him, the ice box up here. And it's good for about a gain of 2.
Yeah, and he's a big, stocky guy out there as for a tailback. And, I mean, he had some space to work with there, but ran into his own man. And it ended up costing them a yard on that one.
So that's Costa's first completion of the game. Picks up a yard.
Could have had more yardage,
Could have
I
had
should
more
say.
yardage, but the ice box stumbling a little bit.
Big 3rd and 8, ball on the 20.
He's offset to Costa's left here on 3rd and 6 from the 22. Costa looks, throws, right side. It's caught. The 31-yard line by Dre Williams. And that's a first down. First of the game for Southern New England. It's good for 9.
Now that was just a great drawn-up play on the sideline. I mean, you're just waiting for that nice out route pass. We saw it on the last play. It looked like that was what the quarterback was going to go to, but he instead decides to dump it off to the tailback, the nice, easy fail-safe. But taking a chance there, and it paid off. New set of downs as a result.
And Dre Williams, who led the team in receptions and touchdowns this year, led the league in yards with 1,138. Whew. 15 touchdowns. Making another big play. His first catch of the night. First down from the 30. Handoff. No, it's actually a fake. Inside. Here's the screen. It's Williams on the sideline. He's got room to run. And he's inside the 30. Cuts inside. Dre Williams. One man to beat. Cuts back in and down at the 12-yard line. Big catch and run for Dre Williams.
There's a flag on the play, however.
Laundry on the field. It's a 58-yard gain for now.
Now that is just what I love to see.
It's coming back.
And that's just a drive killer right there.
Sure is.
You draw up a very simple screenplay, and it goes for that much yardage, and it's something that throws the defense off. They're going to be ready for it now this time around. I like where their head was at on that play call. Really drew the defense off their A game, but now they're going to have to go back to the drawing board all over again.
Back to the drawing board they go, and I'm sure it'll be a similar picture with Dre Williams getting the ball in his hand. You saw the room and his ability to run after the catch. You know, that play going for 58 yards could have easily gone for 15, but
it could have easily gone to the house itself, but yeah. I mean, just a tough call right there against the offense. And now they're going to have to go back to basics.
Tough to get the hold, but as we see oftentimes, a little bit too good to be true. It's about first down and 14.
25-yard line.
First and 15 from the, not about first and 14, from the 26-yard line.
First and 15, I'm sorry. Admirals and shotgun.
As Costa's in the empty set here. There's 5 receivers. Trips to the right. Williams gets in motion, and some movement before the snap.
And a flag on
and this is going to be against
looks like
Southern New England. It's going to be a false start on the right tackle right there. Dave Valley.
And a first down, touchdown quickly turns into a first and long
first and
for the Admirals.
10 and the 58-yard gain to get off the board. Now it's first down and 20.
Yeah, and that's just a tough break right there, I mean, for the most part. But, I mean, the Admirals, they're really shooting themselves in the foot. From what we saw, that could have started off as a very spectacular drive is slowly kind of deflating on this one.
Shamrock's defense looking to make this game scoreless.
Trying to see where to spot the ball here.
First quarter.
As they're just taking some steps back, and it's going to be at the 20. Similar to where, 21. That's pretty much where Southern New England started this drive.
First and 20. Ball on the 21-yard line.
And it's first and 20 now. From the 21.
Costa sends a man in motion.
Costa takes the snap.
Takes the snap.
Steps up, looking to go down the field over the middle, and he finds Williams to the 48-yard line. It's a good for 27, and Williams, who got the big catch, taking off the board, makes another big play. And the first of the game for Southern New England, and this one counts.
Wow. So just like that, penalties didn't matter at all for these Admirals. They just throw a dot upfield, and they move the chains just like that. You can't doubt these guys. They're really proving right now why they're an undefeated squad.
Going quickly here, 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. It's a handoff to the ice box, and he's brought down for a loss of 3.
And the defense there, they get one back for themselves. I mean, that's just a good job reading that run right up the gut. And the Admirals, they've really struggled in the start of this one with establishing the run game. And I mean, that's what's going to come down to at the end of this one. Who can move the ball steadily upfield on the ground? Because through the air is just fine, but you still need that consistency on the ground. That offensive line is going to have to set some key blocks going forward.
And if they have the lead later in the game, how are they going to milk out this clock?
Absolutely, and gain positive yardage.
Just 3 carries for this Admirals offense, going for 6 yards. Their first 3 attempts. Not too much good luck for the Shamrocks on the ground either. 2 carries, 0 yards for them. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in this first quarter. 2nd down and 13 from the 44. Costa looks over the middle, finds Williams at the sticks, and gets the first down to the 40. Good for 16 more as Ray Williams. Already 3 catches here in this first quarter.
Yeah, and Williams, I mean, he had that 58-yard gain that got called back earlier, but he's a speedster threat out there, and the pressure right in the quarterback's face, you couldn't have asked for a better drawn-up play for him to throw on that post route.
3 catches, 52 yards for Williams. Here's the fake, throwing it in the dirt. There's Costa, nowhere to go there.
Throw that one into the dirt.
On the RPO.
It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there. It looked like he just had a lot of pocket pressure, and a good job just by recognizing where to throw the ball away to and just kind of rolling out of the pocket and throwing it right into the turf.
Good to throw it in the turf quickly before an illegal man downfield penalty on the RPO potentially. Maybe that's only in Madden that happens.
Well, I mean, in terms of intentional grounding rules also. I mean, if you scramble out of the pocket, as if you're outside of the pocket, you can throw that ball anywhere.
A few players in the area there to consider it. No intentional grounding, good throwaway. Costa 4 of 6 for 53 yards here in this first quarter.
Ball will be snapped from the 39.
From the 39. Williams, the motion man, from right to left. Takes the snap. Costa throws it left side. This one is caught and wrestled out of bounds at the 31-yard line. First catch of the game for James Suber.
Caught.
And it goes for about 8.
So it's a good 8-yard gain right there. And I mean, they're just doing everything you need to really establish just a good setup. And that's what they're doing. They're trying to set themselves up for an easy first down pickup. But they really like to throw this defense off. We've seen it all night so far where they really like to throw these short, quick passes. And all of a sudden, they throw a deep one. That's what we're probably going to see here, some type of deep route coming up on 3rd and 5.
We haven't seen any really deep shots besides that first down and 20 earlier, but it was called a 6-yard gain. It's 3rd down and 4. Williams came off the field for this 3rd down. And Costa throws downfield looking for the end zone. This one's caught for the touchdown by Prince Johnson. 33 yards, and the Admirals strike first here in the ECFL championship game.
Now that's what the doctor ordered right there. I mean, this team just really played on its heels throughout most of this first quarter, and somehow they put it together on this drive. Despite the penalties, they just stood up to the task and said, it doesn't matter. We're going to get the yardage. We're going to get the touchdown out of it. And they marched right downfield meticulously, milked away most of this first quarter.
Yeah, they did a great job with clock management, even despite not running the ball effectively.
Absolutely.
It's very efficient quarterback play from Jeff Costa as they will line up for 2. Trying to make a statement early in this one.
And you got to give some credit here to the defense. The defense was playing its best. They were doing their best in terms of coverage, in terms of everything. They were forcing 3rd down after 3rd down, but it just wasn't enough.
Sipper in the back here on the 2-point try.
If this conversion can turn out and benefit the Admirals under
Costa fumbled the snap on the ground, and they are not going to get it. A lot of bodies in the area, but one thing's for sure, that's going to be an unsuccessful two-point try attempt.
The referee is saying no.
So with 10 seconds left in the first quarter, the Admirals lead at 6-0 with a chance to have gotten on 8, but hopefully in the case for Southern New England that does not come back to bite them from behind, but it very well could.
It very well could, and I mean, that was just a great possession, a great drive. Just interesting they didn't trust their kicker on that one to just get them that simple extra point. But at the end of the day, you can't really knock them for trying. I mean, hey, try and get up early in this championship game by 8. Why not? So their defense has played very well so far. That momentum's going to be on their side going forward from here on out.
Southern New England will kick off this football. They take the ball 79 yards down the field for the touchdown following the blocked field goal attempt that was committed by Marlboro as Max Pednoff had his 35-yard attempt blocked. Let's see what Blake Rice and this Shamrock offense can do here, trying to answer back. They might get one more play here in the first quarter. They might just milk it down and begin quarter 2.
Shamrocks set up to receive.
As C.K. Miles will kick this one off, and
the kick sort of a line drive, takes the dribble, and it is
from the
recovered
20-yard line.
at the 20.
Trying to get to the outside, he does. It's Cintron,
makes the move,
and cutting back in down the 38-yard line. As Marlboro's going to start drive number 3. In decent starting field position at their own 38-yard line as the first quarter has officially come to a close. 6-0, Admirals on top over the Marlboro Shamrocks. We'll switch sides, and Marlboro will start their third drive of the game. We'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports Network's presentation of the ECFL Championship matchup.
Pharmaceutical company Prevacus says their new concussion medication Prevacol helps repair nerves and promote cell growth.
We can get the drug in the brain in less than 5 minutes. And our plan is when we get that diagnosis on the field of play, give the drug nasally, get it in the brain quickly. When it gets in the brain, it actually gets into the nucleus of your brain cells, and it reduces swelling, inflammation, and oxidative stress at the same time.
When Jake and I first talked about this many years ago, one of my first questions was, will this help me? And he goes, no, this is for treatment immediately when a concussion or you think a concussion has occurred.
Yeah.
Second quarter about to begin. 15 new minutes on the clock. Blake Rice will be under center here on 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line to begin this Marlboro drive. Man in motion, and they're going to give it to him on the end around. And brought down after a gain of nothing. Cintron was the runner there, and Leon Barnes was in there to make the tackle. Try to get the end around. We've seen a couple times today, Chet, where they try to start a drive with an end around for both these teams, and that one unsuccessful. Loss of about a yard and a half. Probably we'll call it loss of 2.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to replicate something similar to what the Admirals did on their first possession. We saw the end around being done. But, I mean, hey, Admirals read it to the tee, and a great job by the defense to swallow it up here.
Great job is right, and it sets up 2nd down and 11, we'll say.
Rice and shotgun.
From the 37-yard line, Rice. Show blitz here. Rice will step up in the pocket, and he's going to have to run it. And we'll get down to the 42-yard line, brought down there. The 42 by Jude Felix, and it's good for a gain of 5.
Now, that was a good run right there. I mean, the quarterback I shouldn't say panicked. He just noticed that there was literally nothing for him to work with upfield, and he just took off right there. Great play, and just a good position to set up his offense here on a 3rd and 6.
There was literally nothing down there. That was awesome. It's going to be 3rd and 6 from the 42. As let's see if there's literally something here for Marlboro. Only one completion for Blake Rice in the first nearly 17 minutes. This one for 13 yards. He's 1 of 4 to start this one. Rice, 3rd and 6. Takes the snap. Steps up and throws over the middle, off the hands, and incomplete. Looking for a zoom over the middle, and he dropped the first down completion there.
But it falls incomplete, broken up on the play.
That was a tough one. I mean, you had the opening right over the middle, but the receiver just not able to bring it into his hands right there. Looked like he was trying to just move before the ball really came in and just take it upfield. A tough incompletion for the Shamrocks, and they're going to have to send this ball back.
Good pressure by the Admiral defense.
So Assume, who has 2 receptions today for 18 yards. Excuse me. So Rice has 2 completions. Could not make his 3rd catch of the game there.
Max Pedanoff back to kick for the Shamrocks.
So Pedanoff will kick. Shamrocks going to give it away. Their 2nd punt of the game. They had their last one blocked. This one gets it off cleanly.
Great punt.
And it's going to be returned at about the 11-yard line. And fumbling the ball. And I think the Shamrocks might have it. And they do.
Now that is what I like to call bizarre. I mean, I really don't understand what the heck was going on right there. It looked like he was taking it upfield and had some butterfingers and just coughed the ball up out of nowhere. But I liked what we saw out of the fake fair catch signal. But
that was Phil Terrio dropping the ball. There's a flag down on the field, as you may have heard the PA announcer say up above us.
There's Admirals saying they have it.
But let's see who it is, whose ball it is.
Wait for the official
confirmed by the officials. It looked like Marlboro got on top of it at the very end.
On the play. Looks like the
Admirals say they got back on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's really still no official hand signal yet. Yeah, and it looked like he was signaling in the Admirals' direction. At least our head referee, but we'll get the official word as they're discussing it.
Officials meeting on the 25-yard line.
Would be the first turnover of the game if Shamrocks do get the ball here. A lot of commotion. Come on, the Admirals, they are very insistent that they recover the ball at the very end of that play. But they're also going to throw out this flag, too.
Yeah, they're really just trying to figure out the pieces. I mean, what the heck's going on for the most part, but it's really tough to tell which way this ball could go. We didn't really have a clear view. It looks like we might get an answer.
Official word now coming.
Referees break the huddle. I think one of them is going to come out here and let us know what's going on.
It looked like an illegal block on the back signal, but that doesn't really determine. I mean, I don't know what they're saying. I'm confused if they're saying it's Admiral's ball or whose ball it is, period. But
Admiral's offense in the huddle, so penalty. Let's see who it is. Okay.
An illegal block in the back, I think.
Penalty is against the Admirals.
So it's a first down for the Admirals. They'll back them up inside their own 10. Right outside of it. Referee standing at the 13-yard line.
That's a lucky break for the Admirals right there. I mean, taking it on the return. Didn't have anybody touch him, cough the ball up, and nearly turn the ball over, but they're very fortunate to get this ball back.
Yeah, Phil Terrio very lucky right there. It's first down and 10 for Southern New England. Costa trying to lead this offense out after all of that commotion. Referee's moving the ball all the way up to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, I really don't know what.
I think they called an unsportsmanlike conduct on
It looks like
the Shamrocks
the penalty
afterwards.
was against the Shamrocks.
Oh,
I believe it was interfering with the returner.
No, that's not the right call.
I don't think so. That is definitely not it.
28-yard line.
From the 27. 28.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely unsportsmanlike. That was a 15-yard penalty.
Snap to Costa.
Costa throws over the middle. Laser for Prince Johnson trying to redirect. Cut inside. We wrapped up at the 40.
But he is slowed
Good
up
for
by
12.
Shamrocks, but not before he gains an
Look at the
arrow.
skates on Johnson right there. Literally nearly breaking my ankles up here in the press box. I mean, that was just a great route and just a great move. I mean, he had 3 guys on top of him, so there's not much you can do there. But another Admirals first down. What more can you ask for?
And Costa's so patient in the pocket. Was trying to find the open receiver. And Prince Johnson, his second catch of the game, 45 yards.
Patience is a good word to describe Costa here.
And timeout taken by Southern New England with 11:34 to go here in this first half. Look at timeout ourselves. This is Fans Only Sports Network ECFL championship game.
Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
Accidents happen, but they don't have to be the cause of financial hardship. Even with health insurance, an accident can result in major medical bills.
All right, back from the timeout. 11:34 to go here in the first half. Admirals trying to extend on to this 6-point lead. Take command of this one. Here is Costa looking, throwing over the middle, low throw, and Johnson almost made the miraculous catch, but falls incomplete.
Yeah, that was just, that ball just went right into the turf. I mean, I like where his head was at, Costa, but just not able to thread the needle. Needed to put that ball up a little bit more in the basket.
Sure did. It was a very low throw, but Johnson almost making the remarkable grab there. He's been the go-to guy for Johnson, or for Costa, excuse me, since Dre Williams came off the field earlier. Now he's alone to his right, Williams, who has 3 catches for 52 yards in this one. Johnson, 45 yards. Costa approaching 100 yards here in the first half. Suber in motion, goes into the slot on the right, takes the snap, throws the screen. It's Williams. He is dragged down. Dragged down immediately by Krishan Stevens-Fluker.
Krishan Stevens.
And it's going to be a loss of about 5.
No, that was just a great read by the defense. I mean, the Admirals, they ran that screenplay earlier, and this time, good job by the defense, able to recognize and sniff that play out.
They call a loss of 6 on the play. Backs up to the 35-yard line, 34-yard line. And first, 3rd and long for Southern New England tonight, as they converted a first down and 20 earlier. Let's see if they have any magic here on 3rd down. Empty backfield for Costa.
Shamrocks bringing the noise, 3rd and 15.
Hear the noise from the Shamrock sideline across the field from us. 5 wide for Southern New England. Costa takes the snap, looks, stands in the pocket, redirecting his receiver. Now rolls it to the right and throws it away. Had to get rid of it, as Ryan Carter Sr. and Brendan Hampton were right in his face, and it's 4th down, but a flag flies. Let's see what this is all about. And this should be intentional grounding, potentially on Costa.
Yeah, and I mean, it didn't really look like he broke the pocket. That's why I was kind of a little confused as to why no flag was thrown earlier. He literally was just scrambling backwards, had to avoid the sack. But I mean, he needed to scramble either to the left or the right. Oh, and they're actually going to call on the defense.
And it's a penalty. Sideline interference by the Shamrocks.
Okay.
So, penalty against the Shamrocks. It'll still be fourth down.
First, no. Okay, line up.
So it'll be fourth down.
It's just a sideline warning. It'll be fourth down.
PA announcers having a tough time with this one call, but so were we.
Yeah, I mean,
it's what was going on.
It's tough. We can't really determine what the officials really kind of signaling for.
There's the snap, the punt.
The punt is away.
Kind of a short kick. It takes a bounce as it's going to go by, assume, and it will roll down to the 22-yard line. Seems to be the magic number tonight. Another drive starting from there, as that is where Marlboro will start this drive with 9:05 to go here in this first half.
Yeah, and I mean, their defense did its job right there. I mean, the offense didn't get the points they needed on that last possession, but it's still a one-possession game. There's still plenty of room for this offense to come in and make a statement. They just need to put something together because we haven't seen that just yet.
We haven't indeed. They did have the one drive that was halted by the blocked field goal attempt and ended in undesirable fashion. So 9:05 to go. Let's see if Blake Rice can get a good drive before this first half. Comes to a close. Here's the handoff inside, getting it to the outside and getting some nice room to run until tackle's made after only a gain of one. It was Butler with the tackle as Zach Gracis was the one on the carry. It's good for maybe a yard if they're lucky. As there was a hole there, but Gracis kind of got a little bit hesitant and only gets one on the play.
Yeah, and that's what separates certain tailbacks from others. I mean, when they see that hole, they're patient, but they go for it right when they see it. That one, there was just too much hesitation, and hence only a 1-yard gain.
Shamrocks still trying to find their identity in this game. 5 carries for Marlboro by 5 different players for a total of just 5 yards. Rice takes the snap, looks to his right, throws and it's caught. To the 31-yard line, wrapped out of bounds was George Smith.
Pass is caught by George Smith.
And it's good for about
And it'll be just
8 on the play, just shy of the first down.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 1, and I mean, just a good pass. I mean, that's probably the best pass we've seen all night from the Shamrocks up until this point. They're in perfect position here to convert.
Sure are on the 3rd and short. They have not
big third down
had a third down this manageable all game as the Shamrocks have struggled to move the ball. 3rd and 1. Handoff inside, a first down carry. It should be to the 32-yard line. And moving the chains for the first time on the day on the ground. It's Gracis for the necessary yard.
And that necessary yard gives them that very, very necessary first down. Shamrocks, I mean, they're moving the ball meticulously, where that's probably what they're going to have to do because this Admirals defense, they're just a solid unit. They are just very well coached, and they're very well put together. So for the Shamrocks, they're probably going to have to play a little bit more conservative than what we were used to, but throw up a surprise play here and there. But keeping that conservative nature to their play is what's going to gain them this yardage going forward.
The ball's down to the 33-yard line. Goes in the books as a 3-yard run. Second longest of the game.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and 10.
For the Shamrocks, longest by running back today.
Blake Rice surveying the defense.
Rice try to draw him off sides and will throw it left. This one is tipped up in the air and incomplete. Almost picked off by Janelle Roberts. Falls incomplete, looking for a zoom right there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I'm just very surprised we didn't see an offsides call right there and a defensive encroachment. They got a man to jump, but just no call from the side judges.
Under 6.5 minutes to go here in the first half. And it's second down. They go for the pass on first down. They have been doing a lot this game. Not playing conservative, I would say, but not playing very successful moving the ball either are the Shamrocks. Still under 50 yards of offense.
Rice under center.
Here in the first half. Here is the play action. Rice stands in the pocket, standing tall, rolling right. Gonna pump and run and cuts to the outside, tripped up at the 41-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play.
Gain of 8 on the play.
As he's tripped up there.
And I mean,
try the first down.
Blake Rice, once again, just trusting his gut, going with the wheels on this one. A nice gain of 8 on the QB handle. And I mean, with that movement right there and what he's done on these last couple of, set of downs, I should say, he's just been able to find the openings, and he's really keeping his team alive on this possession. Not much time going. The Admirals are really doing a good job in terms of keeping this game in their favor.
He's the leading rusher for Marlboro in this first half. 2 carries for 13 yards. As the Admirals take their second timeout here in this first half. 1 remaining for Southern New England, 3 for Marlboro. We'll take a break ourselves. 6-0 still the score. A defensive slugfest here in the championship game. We'll be right back in about 30 seconds. Actually was his third down and 2 after the 8-yard run by Blake Rice. Set up this 3rd and short. Under center for a rare time this game. It's going to be a toss play to the left side. Cutting it to the inside. And he's shy of the first down. Grassis didn't get to the marker, as he's been seeming a little bit hesitant on these carries. It will be 4th and short. And you think the Shamrocks got to go for it here?
I mean,
those in the books for no gain.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Chief. I mean, what do you do here? Do you go for it? Do you punt it away? I mean, in my mind, you're going to have to play it conservative. You're on your own side of the field. You're only down by 1 possession. Your defense has been able to stop the Admirals up until this point. But it comes down to the fact, or just that one simple question: do you trust them?
So it'll be 4th down and 1, Chief. I think that they should go for it, and they look to be going for it. Clock winding down to the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, now that you say 4th and 1, absolutely.
Yeah, 4th and 2 is a little bit different, for real. It was different, but it's 4th and 1. Looks to be a little bit of a shorter yard.
Some might disagree.
Some might disagree, yeah. So, like Bill Belichick. 4th and 1. Here's the QB sneak and a push from the fullback, and Rice gets it a whole lot more, but the ball came out. It's stripped and taken, going back the other way. And pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line was Ricardo Gibson. That's the Admirals' ball.
Wow. I mean, there was no signals from the officials of any if the knee was down or anything, and obviously there's no replay going into this one, but it looks like it's going to end up being with the Admirals.
And Rice, who would not go down, kept churning those legs, comes back to bite him as he fumbles the ball there.
Admirals with a great chance now to go up by 2 with 3:56 remaining in the half. and they do receive the halftime kick.
So with the ball back with just under 4 minutes to go, Admirals feeling good.
As they should be. I mean, you get yourself a turnover, take it all the way back into your own territory, and, oh, well, I mean, into enemy territory, and this is just the perfect setup right now for the Admirals, especially in this championship game going into half. You have a chance to go up by 2 possessions now.
That'll be 15-yard penalty.
A 15-yard penalty against the Shamrocks. I think it may have been for the hit out of bounds or something.
And I mean, that's been a problem here tonight that we've seen from the Shamrocks. Earlier we saw a half the distance to the goal called against the Admirals, and then a simple sideline penalty or unsportsmanlike conduct pushed the Admirals up 15 more yards. They didn't get any points out of it, but regardless, it's just simple plays like that. Keep your calm and composure, and you'll keep your team in this, but you're just giving momentum to the opposite field.
Yeah, what a turn of events. Is the ball now at the 26-yard line of Marlboro. Here is the end around handoff going to Johnson, where it's actually Trey Williams getting tripped up at the 26. Good for no gain on the play. That's Kyle Jimenez-Fox on the tackle there.
Now they're trying to see if they can get them off their game again with that same end around, but I think the Shamrocks have figured it out up until this point that that end around is going to come a few times in this one. So, I mean, it was a good play call. See if you can catch them off their toes, but every first down we've seen them run it so far.
Just 4 carries for 6 yards for Southern New England, but they have made up for it in the pass game as Jeff Costa on fire here in this first half.
Yeah, and I mean, Costa's kind of proven here that, hey, we don't have the yardage in terms of runs, but I can get it through the air, and it doesn't matter. Every single time he's just finding the open man, 5 wides for the offense here. That's how confident he is in his arm.
As he lines up in the empty set with 5 wide, it's Williams in motion. Costa with a low snap, throws down the middle of the field. It's caught and then dropped. Dropped inside the 10-yard line. It was Avora, unable to hang on. Still catchless.
Yeah, and I like that pass right up the middle. I mean, they had everybody basically on a vertical in this play. Found the open man, just not able to bring that pass down cleanly.
But Mark Avora usually hangs on to those, and it is incomplete.
And it will be 3rd down and 10. 2.5 and counting down.
For the Shamrocks, trying to get away from the turnover unscathed.
From the 26, they have not gained any yards since getting the ball in prime starting field position. 5 wide once again, trips to the right for Jeff Costa. Williams, the man in motion. Costa takes the snap, looks, throws it left. It's caught by Johnson, cuts inside, and Prince Johnson down to the 19, picks up 7, and it will be 4th and 3. His 3rd catch of the game. That one a little bit shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a big break here for the Shamrocks defense. I mean, they were just set up in a good position. Well, they were just set up with their backs to the wall, but this is good because the Admirals, just got word of this before this quarter. No solid kicker on this roster. So this is exactly what the Shamrocks needed. They just needed a spot to really push this team to go for it in this position. They're going to have to, but like we've seen, Tim, this offense has just been very good in the vertical pass game, and they're probably going to sling it right here once again.
Sure have, and it goes in the books a 6-yard gain on 3rd down, so it looks to be 4th and 4 from the 20. And with no solid kicker, the Admirals are going to go for this. 1:20 to go here in the first half. Costa takes the snap, stands in, under pressure, steps up in the pocket, going to run and get the first down, slides down to the 12. Longest run of the game for the Admirals, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Move those chains for Southern New England.
And that is just a great move by Costa, his first run of the game at all, and Admirals in excellent position now. They go for it, they trust their quarterback, and he trusts himself, and that's just a great job of knowing where you are position-wise on the field.
Sure is. Yes, you only need a little bit. Picked up
and received the
The
kick.
necessary 3 yards, a little bit more, gain of
Costa
7.
Grassy got the scoreboard, 45
Great
seconds
awareness,
remaining in the
45
half.
seconds to go. Costa
6-0 over the Shams.
sends his man in motion. It's Bellin. Here is Costa thrown to the end zone in the back, and it's caught by Evora for the touchdown. The 12-yard strike extends this Admiral lead to 2 scores as Evora gets in the end zone.
Wow, just another great play design. You just can't stop it, and that's what they're proving here right now, the Admirals. They're just saying, hey, you can put up any blanket coverage you got. It's not going to matter. Costa is just ripping apart this secondary, and 30 seconds until we go to halftime. The score is not detrimental, but it's definitely daunting to go into half with no points if you're the Shamrocks here. Admirals, this is just a great position for them. Just a great all-around movement by the offense. They haven't given up, and they've just been able to put up points on the board.
Put up a lot of points indeed. Admirals and Jeff Costa, 10 of 13 for 101 yards and 2 touchdowns here in the first half. And as Miles' extra point attempt. Went for 2 last time. Was Costa taking the kick, and that's a boot from Jeff Costa. What can't this man do?
Wow, he can run it, he can sling it, and he can kick it. That's just a trifecta right there that Costa's showing off. And 13-0, huge, huge, huge. That's just the 3 words I can say for this team going into the half. All you got to do here, special teams, just prevent the kickoff return. Don't allow it to get into good position. And, I mean, just going to the half. Shamrocks, I believe, received the ball, or was it the Admirals who took it first?
Yeah, the Admirals will get the ball to begin the second half.
So
Marlboro won the toss and received. So a chance here for the Admirals to go up 3 scores in a game in which they only scored 14 points against these guys back in June. Trying to see if they can cap off this perfect season.
And they're definitely set up in the right position to do so. I mean, you're going into half with a 13-0 lead. Perfect. Exactly what you need it to be. Now just do your job in all fashions of the game here.
So Miles will kick this one. Might get a holder here on the kick.
Coast Football League champion.
See how windy it is. 30 seconds on the clock.
Looking to win their 3rd
Here
championship
in
a
half
row,
number
as
1.
the Admirals looking to win their 1st and complete their perfect season.
Here's the kick. It's a squib kick. It's off the mitts of a Shamrock and picked up by Carpenter. And it's going to cut back inside and get down to the 36 with 19 seconds to go here in the first half. Maybe a couple plays for Marlboro as we approach intermission.
Ooh, and CEO Ron Robert giving me a nice warm jacket up here. Look at this guy looking out for his employees. Love it.
And W-man Ron Robert getting us out here to Brockton, Mass. He actually owns this place, Brockton.
Yeah, he just did, yeah.
He's the CEO and president of Brockton, Mass.
The entire town.
So the ball spot the 37-yard line.
Put up the, yeah.
Yeah, don't say it, Chet.
No, I'm not going to say it.
Couple plays remaining here in the first half. 3 timeouts for the Shamrocks.
Looking to put some numbers on the scoreboard, but a long way to go.
Rice. Play action, pumps, throws the screen. It's assumed. And he'll get a bounce at the 46-yard line. Picks up about 9 on the play with 11 seconds to go and stops the clock.
Yeah, just a quick, simple dump off, gain a little bit of yardage, but I mean, we'll see what it brings going forward here, because now you got a 2nd and 8, well, 2nd and 2, excuse me. You're just going to have to huck this one deep.
Southern New England takes their final timeout of the first half. See what they want to do here defensively with such little time to go, as they have burned all 3 of their timeouts, and maybe it's a psychological thing, burning a timeout and not letting.
Yeah, and just kind of giving your defense really the, the proper fine-tuning just before the end of this one. Hey, you're up big. Just don't give up anything deep. Play back as far as you need to, and then, yeah, let them catch it. Let them catch it in the middle, but, give enough space where you have everything covered downfield.
45 yards till pay dirt for the Shamrocks.
From the 45-yard line.
Possession.
Shamrocks need a miracle to get on the board here, or at least a very good play, as they have been scoreless the first 29 minutes and 49 seconds of this one. Rice, the pump and the handoff up the middle, and stays on his feet and brought down the 40-yard line. Nice run by Grassis, and it's a big gain with 4 seconds to go. And a timeout call by the Shamrocks, their first of the game, and that's a big run of 23.
Yeah, that was a big gain right there. I mean, I didn't expect a halfback draw going into the half. I expected something deep, but hey, that big gain right there, that's
16 yards on the carry.
So that 16-yard carry right there, that just puts them in a better position to try and take a deep shot, because that's all you got left in your bag of tricks, unless you got something I don't know.
Looks like Michael Carter there in these white and green uniforms, wearing number 32.
Michael Carter, is that what you said?
Looks like Michael Carter, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Zach Grassi's 4
that
carries.
Dude's a bum this year.
He sucks. Not Grassi, but 4 carries, 32 yards for him. Or 21 yards, excuse me. Last play of the half. Rice. Gonna have to throw to the end zone. Here's the rush. Got out of it. Stands in the pocket, throws a shot to the end zone. Jump ball. It is incomplete. Assume had a chance, knocked away by Roberts and company, and that ends the first half here from Rocky Marciano Stadium. It's 13-0 with the Admirals on top, dominating this first half, trying to get the lead up even more as they will receive the second half kickoff.
Yeah, and I mean, just to kind of wrap up some thoughts really quick before we take the halftime break, I mean, Admirals, just offense, chugging along, finding the open routes, just able to make the big plays and make it happen. Shamrocks, they're really going to have to talk it over the locker room, because there's just a lot of lackluster plays that we're seeing on offense. Maybe throw some more tricks up your sleeve. That was a big run right there on that halfback draw. See if you can get something going here going into the half. Discuss things over, and we'll come back and discuss more, obviously.
Yep, we have to regroup and redirect to the halftime break. Fans Only Sports Network, Tim Duffy, Chris Heatu, ECFL Championship. We'll be right back for half number 2.
Oh, hey!
Looking for some swag? Here at My Custom Swag, we will imprint, embroider, or laser engrave your name or message on practically anything you want. Water bottles, t-shirts, jackets, caps, banners, business cards. We'll even wrap your company vehicle in vinyl. Best of all, we won't break the bank. There's no minimum order required on most items. My Custom Swag is a proud American family-owned and operated business. So let's get creative. Express yourself and call My Custom Swag or visit mycustomswag.com today.
Riddell has been at the forefront of innovation in football equipment. By combining the latest manufacturing methods, cutting-edge technology, and data, we're creating next-generation protection for players. When we introduced SpeedFlex, a shell that flexes to reduce impact forces to the player, we didn't just change the game of helmet design, we created an icon. And that wasn't all. We also introduced our pioneering Insight Smart Helmet technology, collecting impact data that shapes the way we think about head protection. After this step forward, we developed Precision Fit, a process that uses 3D scanning to build a truly customized interior. And now, our Diamond technology reimagines the DNA of the helmet. The new 3D printed lattice liner system uses our latest data to allow impact absorption to be custom tuned. It's this same data that's driving our development of even more customized protection, position-specific helmets, and we won't stop there. We're leading the way to a future where helmets are designed for an individual athlete's playing style, creating a new generation of helmets that are as unique as the players who wear them. Our engineers are designing the future of the game today.
Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is going to fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
for some luck of the Irish this half.
And welcome back from the halftime break as we start the third quarter of action here on Fans Only Sports Network. ECFL Championship weekend here on the return. Taking up past the 30, has a lot of room, will cut back inside over the 50 as he hurdles the tackle, and he's finally wrapped up and brought down at the 45-yard line of the Shamrocks. And what a way to get started, ladies and gentlemen, as we're back from the action here. Admirals leading the Shamrocks out of halftime, score sitting at 13-0, and what a way to get started here with that return on the opening kickoff here of the second half. So just pulling out at the end of the half there, Costa had himself quite a first half of action. And they look to get going once again here.
13-0 on top of the Shamrocks.
14:48 at the start of this third quarter. Admirals spotting the ball at the Shamrocks 45-yard line as Costa gets set in the shotgun.
Will be in the backfield for the Admirals.
And he'll have Cyprin move over to the left side. They'll fake the handoff and instead throw it back behind the line of scrimmage. And looks like they'll just rule this one as an incomplete pass as opposed to a fumble. And so that'll bring up second down and 10.
Pass will be called incomplete. It'll be second and 10. Costa not happy with his sideline.
And man limping to the sideline over there for the Shamrocks. But the Admirals in the huddle will finally break it.
Composure and discipline very important in a game like this. 14-10.
And
Admirals
second and 10.
been doing well, not receiving penalties. Costa sends a man in motion.
And a man in motion. And Costa stepping back, looking to throw. He's going to send this one deep for Johnson, and the ball's knocked out as it hits the turf. It'll fall incomplete. Just popped right out of his hands at the last moment. And McDonald. That was just a tough play. He was wide open on that one as he took off deep downfield, and McDonald just not able to hold on to the ball on that play. And he'll come to the sideline. He's definitely, I mean, his teammates are dapping him up over there. It was just a great route run by him, just using everything he got to try and lay out for that catch, but just not enough to hold on to it at the end as his body hit the turf, popping the ball loose. Admirals break the huddle on third down and 10. Back-to-back incompletions.
No help in the backfield.
And Costa looking to make up for that here. They've been able to do so on plenty of third downs in this one. The big blitz coming forward and a nice catch over the middle. And that's good for an Admirals first down, threading the needle to Marcavora. And the Admirals move the chains.
That big pass moves the chains to Evora. Big completion, keeping that drive alive for the Admirals.
So with that, a new set of downs. And the Shamrocks playing on their heels. I mean, the defense, you got to give credit to them. They've been able to hold them down to 3-down territory, 4-down territory, if that. But just not enough here on the handoff. Some space that's just being made on his own. And that's a gain of a few. It might be enough for about 6 or 7. And that'll bring up second down. So an 8-yard carry, and that'll bring up second down and 2. So now second and 2 for the Admirals as they get set. Leading in this one, they look to make this 3 possessions for the lead and hope to put this one away. Man in motion. And the handoff once again to the tailback. Breaks through one tackle, takes it to the sideline. Still on his feet to the sideline, across for the score. Leon Barnes takes the handoff, taking it right up to the left side on the sideline. And the Southern New England Admirals find themselves on the board once again for 6.
Puts the Admirals on top, 19-0 over the Shamrocks.
So now the Southern New England Admirals take the score up by multiple possessions, but there is a flag on the play.
Let's hear the official word from the 25, and it is against the Admirals.
So the play against the Admirals, and it's going to be a hold.
So a big break for the Shamrocks.
And so that score not going to stand as a result.
That TD will be taken away.
So Costa to regroup the troops there. And the snap, steps back. He has to take it upfield. He's going to take it up himself and slide down for a few. And he'll be about a yard shy. And that'll bring up 4th and 1, or 3rd down and 1. So that brings up 3rd down and 2.
It'll be 32 for the Admirals, looking to pick this first down up. Shamrocks defense, and there's a quick timeout by the Shamrocks as Costa was looking to get an extra man on the field.
And with that, we'll take a quick timeout ourselves here on Fans Only Sports Network. You're watching the ECFL Championship between the Southern New England Admirals and the Marlboro Shamrocks. Score sitting at 13-0. Admirals knocking on the door to make this a 3-possession game. And welcome back after that commercial break. Score sitting at 13-0 as the Admirals are knocking on the doorstep. Under center, Costa, the handoff. Tailback taking it up the gut. Does he have enough? Still waiting for the official signal from our side judges. And always a drum roll for these moments here, especially in a championship. Flag thrown as a result. And it's definitely going to be an unsportsmanlike call, potentially against the Shamrocks here.
Picked up the first, but let's see what this penalty is on.
So it was enough for the first down, they're saying.
Special word from my referee. Unsportsmanlike.
And the penalties declined.
And also a penalty against the Admirals, which will offset.
And so the penalties will just offset, and it's just going to repeat the down more likely than not.
And it will be enough for an Admiral first down.
And they're actually going to just give them the first. And ladies and gentlemen, Tim Duffy returning to the booth.
On the 15,
Had to run and get himself. What is that, lamb?
I'm more than back.
What is that, lamb chops, bro?
Nah, chicken.
Oh.
It's going to be a first down handoff inside to Icebox, and we'll pick up maybe a yard if he's lucky.
And a flag coming behind.
Flag flies from behind the line of scrimmage. Long Admiral drive to begin the second half.
And it is a hold against
another hold against the offense.
Behind the line of scrimmage, it's a hold. And that hold.
Yeah, that's a drive killer right there. I mean, still first down. We've seen the Admirals come back from worse on 1st and 20, I believe, on their touchdown that they scored way back when, now in distant memory of the first half. That ended up going for 6. So regardless, this Admirals offense, they're up to the task. And, I mean, as of right now, it's really been the Shamrocks that have been causing a lot of the issues for their own squad, really with these unsportsmanlike conducts, and it's just something you can't have, especially when you're down with nothing to really show on the scoreboard.
Yeah, especially in the championship, too. Worst time for self-inflicted wounds. So we're getting the squad selfie going on, but timeout call by the Admirals. Take a timeout ourselves. 10:04 to go here in the third quarter here. Admirals still up 13, and we'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports Network.
Back from the timeout.
So a first down and 20 now from the 34-yard line.
25 with the Admirals.
25, excuse me.
Shamrocks.
Costa.
Defense from their sideline. Looking for an impact.
There's the screen. It's Trey Williams making the catch. Williams cuts inside and gets down to about the 19.
Who is met.
And they really like to go to Williams, and a few minutes ago, Williams had himself wide open deep downfield, was in the end zone with that ball, popped right out of his hands, fell incomplete. It was just a tough loss there in terms of the Admirals of what they could have gained, which would have been 6, and then, of course, 6 on that run. But they're still moving and grooving. This is what really separates great teams from the rest.
And they've done a good job of killing this clock. Here in this third, almost 6 minutes off the board. Williams in motion. Costa sends Saul, throws it off to Leon Barnes. Gets to the outside, and Barnes stays on his feet, stays in bounds as he is still in. He dives to the end zone, and touchdown, Leon Barnes.
Leon Barnes with those dreads out there. He's looking like primetime Eddie Lacy when he was actually on the Green Bay Packers. And right there, just moving and grooving. You can see it through the finesse, and then just the power, throwing his shoulder, breaking through those tackles, and just the hurdle across the pylon. Another touchdown for the Admirals, and really the floodgates are just beginning to open, folks.
19-yard touchdown reception for Leon Barnes,
who would have had the touchdown earlier if not for the hold. He gets it back on that one.
Had the one taken off the board earlier this drive, and now redeems himself there. Redeems his team, at least. Tiptoeing the sideline, getting into the end zone. Costa will try the extra point. And it is good. 20-0. It's all Admirals so far here in this one. They lead by 3 scores with 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and it's just been great movement from the Southern New England Admirals. And I mean, what more could you ask for from this unit? They're playing their best offensively and defensively. They come out of the locker room after scoring just before the half, and they score again. This is the momentum this team needs. Shamrocks, they're really kind of shocking me right now. And this team really needs to just draw something up offensively now, something that this Admirals unit has not seen, because right now they're really showing everybody what the Admirals are, and that's just the best team in the ECFL.
Sure are. Perfect record coming into this game, and playing flawless since that first punt that they had on their first drive. And showing why they are who they are. On both sides of the ball, the defense really stepping up as well. And all the chance to show it here again for the first time in the second half. CK Miles going to kick it off for Southern New England.
Miles, number 3, will place the ball down on the tee for the kick.
A very successful evening for Southern New England, trying to hoist the trophy tonight. And Marlboro has won the last 2 seasons and in dangerous territory with 24 minutes of regulation to go.
Yeah, and this could be the dawn of a new era, really, in terms of ECFL football, because we really haven't seen a squad like the Southern New England Admirals really put up a test for this Marlboro Shamrocks unit.
Let's turn the 42-yard line. It was assumed down there, and
1st and 10.
That's where Marlboro will start this one.
I actually saw a video today. This is obviously off topic with the game, but on in that New York Mets game last night, they were playing this song, "All I Do Is Win," and the Mets lost that game 7-1, and everybody was booing throughout the whole stadium.
Yeah, Mets Padres. Padres getting the upset win last night. I saw that video. That was crazy. They
have 4 home runs.
That was mad funny. Here's Blake Rice in the shotgun, trailing by 20. Play action to keep it himself. Throws on the move and through the mitts of his head receiver, Graham Assume. Incomplete.
I like where his head was at, but I don't know. It just looked like a little disorganization, a little miscommunication going on. It looked like that receiver just wasn't really ready to be targeted. And, I mean, hey, it's football, man. You got to be ready for anything when it comes to your quarterback scrambling. And Rice, he's done that all night. He's been the man to really kind of just find the openings with his legs. But that time, I can see the miscommunication, but you got to be ready for that throw.
Second leading rusher for this Shamrocks team is Rice with 20 yards on the ground. His last carry resulted in a fumble on the QB sneak on 4th and 1. Really the turning point of this game.
Zach Rossi's in the backfield.
Rice. Hand off to Grassi's going outside and trying to find a hole and nowhere to go. Loss of 3. As it was Roberts bringing him down first. Or Randy Butler, actually. And it's a loss of multiple yards there. Going to be 3rd and long for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, and that was just a tough play right there. Admirals just keep reading this to the T. Momentum's on their side, though. That's what you got to give them in this one, but it's going to be tough to make up for if you're the Shamrocks here. You got to draw something up. It's very creative.
Goes back to the 38-yard line. Loss of 4. And takes Grassi's down to the second leading rusher. Now it's Rice for the Shamrocks. 3rd and 15 or 14 from the 38. Rice rolls out to his right immediately off the snap, throws across his body, and it's caught at midfield by Assume. Good for 12. It'll be 4th and short.
So that's going to bring up about 4th and 2. And Rice, wow, that's probably the most athletic play we've seen all night from this unit. And just a great decision there. A really risky one. But hey, it's the championship game. You got to sell out for anything you got. Now, very manageable position for them to pick up this first. But they got to put their money where their mouth is.
Absolutely do. And now this is the biggest play of the game. They converted their last 4th down before fumbling on the quarterback sneak. Their second 4th down attempt tonight. Sees Rice in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. Big play here. Rice drops back. Here's the rush. Throws off his back foot. It's caught and dropped. Assume drops it over the middle and a turnover on downs. Going back to Southern New England.
Now that is just what you call really a vacuum right there. You kind of sucked out all the energy of what that drive would have been. You marched right down the field. You managed to get an amazing pass across the body, and Rice, even with pressure in his face, found the open man, and it came down to that one guy to make the play. And it's tough to see. And it's just tough to see that one fall incomplete.
Sure is for the Shamrocks. As Assume, he's the leading receiver for this Shamrock squad. 4 catches, 38 yards on the game. Unable to make the biggest catch for Marlboro all night. Rice is just 4 of 12, 5 of 13 in this game.
And it's a tough one if you're the Shamrocks here, because you put the Admirals halfway to the end zone now at this point.
Costa faking, throwing deep downfield for Williams. His jersey got tugged. Doesn't matter. Oh, he dropped it. Flag flies. Will be against the defense. It was assumed. It was actually number 0, Krishawn Stevens-Fluker, guarding Williams right there. Let's see if it's a hold or a pass interference.
It's a first down, but only, by God, there it is. It's pass interference, and that'll be the spot of the ball, spot of the foul, and that'll give the Admirals great field position.
So just about 6 minutes to go here in this third quarter. We're going to see where what the call is, what the spot is.
Yeah. Yeah, called, obviously, pass interference, clear push off there by the defender.
It might have been offsetting penalties. Let's see what happens here.
Pass just falls
incomplete. Mark it. Referee saying at the 35-yard line.
Officials trying to find where to place or spot the ball.
Ball was at about midfield. At the 50. Let's see where it's going to go now. They're going to do the steps and see.
Looks like they're giving them a holding penalty at 15 yards.
35. So I think the pass interference there, 15 yards. Penalty on the PI on Stevens-Fluker. So from the 35, 15-yard penalty. 6 minutes to go here in the third. Trying to get the 4th touchdown of the game. The Admirals and get insurance for this championship. Here is a throw, right side, high ball. It's going to be picked off. Intercepted, looking for Williams, but intercepted by Deshaun Perkins.
Perkins, that's just a great move right there. You're down by 3 scores, flag on the play right there. But that's just the play that the Shamrocks needed to stop this possession. I mean, that's obvious right there, but in terms of the time of the game, what this means, this could be something here. This could be something that the Shamrocks need to turn this one around. Still plenty of time in this one.
And Costa argued with the official, wanted a hold on the play right there.
Against the Shamrocks.
Flags against the Shamrocks. Let's see if it was before or after the interception.
An illegal block in the back will give the Admirals an automatic
No,
first.
it won't.
And the turnover will be negated for the Shamrocks and Deshaun
hold against Marlboro on the return, so it will be Marlboro's ball to pick.
That's what I thought.
Did not quite know the rule there. It was after the interception. So it stays with Blake Rice and the Shamrocks. Rice.
It looks like the interception will stand.
There's the handoff to Grassi. See, we'll pick up about 3 with an extra push from the line. Could be 4 on the carry.
Yeah, so.
That was just funny. I really hope that we pick that up on our broadcast.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, I mean, that was just that's a tough play there by Costa. It's kind of uncharacter of what we've seen him do all night long, making that big mistake right there. You're still up by 3. So, I mean, hey, defense just needs to go out there and do its job. Shamrocks, you're in an excellent position now in terms of the position of the game to really go down and get some points, but you got to do it quick if you really want to have a chance to come back.
For the Shamrocks on this one.
Sure do, as they're taking their time in the huddle. Man in motion. It's Solage, as this is the handoff to Grassis again, up the middle, gets a good run and gets a first down across midfield. Down the 49-yard line of Southern New England. It's about a 10-yard pickup.
Zach Grassis with the extra effort, carrying some Admiral defenders on his back for the extra yards.
They're going to mark it down at the 49. It's good for 10. And back-to-back solid runs for Zach Grassis.
Yeah, some very solid runs all around that we're seeing. And I mean, they haven't really gone to the run, but it's been tough. especially when you're down this much. They've had to elect to go to the pass, and we're not seeing it develop. But go with the hot hand. I'd say run this ball a few more times. See what yardage you can gain out of it.
And they do it here. It's crosses right up the gut. Hurdles. It gets down to the 38-yard line. Picks up another first down. And a flag is on the field. Let's see what it is. With 4 minutes and 1 second to go here in the third.
And a late flag by the official.
Late flag thrown by the official. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Marlboro. 2 penalties against him.
Unsportsmanlike, I think they were.
This is going to come all the way back.
Look like, and this penalty is costly for the Shamrocks, and it'll back them up 15.
So it was at their own. It was at the 49 of Southern New England. The referee did throw unsportsmanlike conduct twice.
Yeah, and I mean, that's probably the 4th or 5th unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that we've seen against the Shamrocks tonight, and it's been the ultimate de facto in terms of why they're down in this one. They just haven't been disciplined in the biggest of all games, and it's really what's been helping the Admirals kind of move forward in terms of gaining yardage and getting themselves into position. And this ball's going way, way back from the original line of scrimmage. It's spotted at the original in the Admirals' 49-yard line. It looks like it's going all the way back to the 31.
31. It's 20 yards on the penalties combined.
So it's going to be 1st and 30.
So it'll be 1st down and 30. From their own 31, the 39-yard line of the Admirals is the 1st down. So right when the Shamrocks had something going finally offensively, getting a couple good runs right up the gut, they stabbed themselves in the foot once again.
Will it be the Admirals or the Shamrocks?
Whistles blow. And timeout. Let's see, maybe. Let's see what it was.
Oh, excuse me.
Officials going to talk about something.
Whistle on the field. Officials will gather at the 25.
Officials gathering to see what to do here. And I'm not quite sure what's going on, but
okay, it looks like we're ready to get underway.
1st and 40.
Ball on the 31-yard line for the Shamrocks.
No, it's 19 plus 11. That's 30. 1st and 30.
Yeah.
And once again, the play is stopped dead as a conference is.
I don't know what is going on.
Yeah, I don't know if the coach is trying to argue the penalty, which at this point it's like there's not.
There were 2 unsportsmanlike conducts, but they only brought it back 20 yards.
I don't believe they like to.
So I think he's trying to say it's supposed to be at the 21 instead of the 31.
It still doesn't matter though. At the end of the day, like you literally committed these penalties.
Actually, yeah. I don't know what. No, actually, no. I was thinking the wrong thing. My apologies.
No, I know where your head's at, but I mean, for these coaches to argue it, it's like, why? You're going to get even more. You're going to lose more out of this.
No doubt. We'll take a little commercial break, though. 20-0 to try to work through whatever's going on here. Here from Brockton, Massachusetts. We'll be right back. All right, so it's 1st down and 30.
Finally, we are officially underway. Nope.
And more commotion.
Play is stopped dead. This time it will be a conference with the Admirals sideline.
Referees just taking turns going to the sidelines of each teams, but
so now it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's 1st and 10 somehow.
I don't know how they came down to that, but
all that, it's 1st and 10 from the 31. I don't think anyone here knows what exactly happened there. Rice going deep. Deep ball. Downfield. Wide open. It's Smith. And he can't hold on. Just out of reach for George Smith. He had his man beat. He got right past Randy Butler. And a tough incompletion.
If Rice was able to hit him in stride, it would have been an easy 6.
Yeah, that's just a tough one right there. I mean, Smith wide open, deep downfield. He broke between the safety and the top of the corner there. And, I mean, that's just a tough break. It just a little too much, put a little too much mustard on it.
A little too much sauce on that one, indeed. Inches away, about a foot too much sauce on that deep ball. Under 3 to go here in the third. Rice in the shotgun.
Opportunity to have that one back. Calling a man in motion.
Man in motion. Rice takes the snap. Here's the rush. Here's the screen. Tipped up in the air and incomplete. Gibson got his hand on that one. And he'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and this all comes back from an interception, which is the most bizarre part in this one. And I mean, the Shamrocks, they've really squandered every opportunity they've had up until this point. I mean, this drive is still very much alive on 3rd and 10, but they could be in a totally different position right now, Tim, if not for those penalties.
Absolutely could. They are the ball at the 49-yard line of
that sounded great.
Southern New England, but they went back 20 yards because of, like what you said, undisciplined play with the penalties.
And you think a team that's in this championship game would not have this many penalties throughout.
10-1 team looking nothing like that. Here is Rice. Steps up and goes long. Smith on the sideline, incomplete. He throws that one up in the air. That might be unsportsmanlike conduct. But they will not throw a flag for that one.
I mean, it looked like he was just trying to get it back on the field. But, I mean, I could see. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see the way he threw it.
I think the helmet swam after the fact. It says otherwise.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't know. There's not much you can say. That's just very tough. If you're the Shamrocks, this whole team's really kind of just fell apart in terms of where they were. I mean, this game was 6-0 at one point, and they had plenty of opportunities to take this ball downfield, but I don't know, man. It's just it's really tough to kind of like understand why this game is going the way it is for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, the 2-time defending champs. It's their first time here. That's a nice punt. Good roll to the 18. And a fight now breaking up as.
And a flag.
It was Terrio trying to pick up the ball at the end, and he got tackled by one of the Shamrocks.
A penalty against the Shamrocks.
And it will be against the Shamrocks for the tackle. Terrio didn't touch the ball and ends up getting tackled and gets some free yards for his team.
I thought it was against the Admirals. Let's see.
Let's see, actually.
Referees convene once again.
Referee committee, as they're going to meet up in another huddle. They've had a lot of those here in this third quarter, which has been a long third quarter. But just 54 seconds to go here in the third. And we've seen this Admiral team just pass to see how they're going to be able to close it out, potentially on the ground or through the air.
Yep. I mean, we'll see what they put together here. It's just been a tough one, and it's going to be.
And it'll be against the Shamrocks.
It'll be a 15-yard penalty. It'll only help the Admirals. That'll move the ball further up the field, closer to Pager. Will now be placed on the 28-yard line, where Costa in the offense will take over.
So they move this one up to the 28-yard line. Costa will start under center.
And so far this unit, they're pitching a shutout, and they look to continue to add on to that lead.
Hand off to Cyprian, and he is brought down at the line of scrimmage. And the first down carry, maybe one more play to go here in this first or third
Good
quarter.
job by the Shamrock defense. Greg Shippey, and then on the tackle.
Sip unable to get anything on that carry. 3 carries, 0 yards. 3 carries, -1 yards. That one will go. Looks as a 1-yard loss, so it's 2nd and 11 now.
Admirals will be looking to run the clock. 25 seconds remaining in the third.
It's 20 seconds to go here in this third quarter.
Yeah, and the only, I mean, there has been a score, and it's been from the Admirals. They've just been doing a good job of really killing the clock, keeping it to their advantage, and, you know, making this game their own.
One more play before the third, and there's
Takes
a
the
snap.
handoff to Cyprian, and he'll pick up a couple
yards.
yards. And lost the ball. He fumbled. Picked up by the Shamrocks. Thrown on top of by Drew Bolton. And it will be Marlboro ball. Referee's looking at it.
Was he down, or did the ball come out?
What a way to end the third quarter. Let's see what happens here. And Shamrock ball to begin quarter 4.
And the break they needed comes.
Drew Bolton with the fumble recovery. And fourth quarter action will be Shamrock ball when we get back here on the Fans Only Sports Network.
Start of the fourth quarter.
15 more minutes of play. Blake Rice and the Shamrocks with the ball again to the fumble recovery. Here's the fake, the throw. George Smith all alone. Touchdown. Shamrocks on the board. Finally, but a flag is down.
A flag in the backfield.
That's a tough break right there if you're the Shamrocks.
32-yard touchdown if it stands. Let's see.
Shamrocks got the TD they needed, a quick score. And let's go down to the field for our official word.
And touchdown, Shamrocks. Marlboro on the board. Took them 45 minutes and 6 seconds of game time, but big break for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, that's a huge break for them. I mean, you do everything you can. You keep shooting yourself in the foot, but it doesn't matter. You still manage to face the task and get the job done. You get the 6 you need, but you still need a couple more to make this one actually a story to write home about. So for the Shamrocks, definitely huge that they're getting back into this championship game late, but now they got to trust their defense to go back out there and make another key stop. They've had a couple turnovers this half, both fumble recoveries and an interception, so we'll see if this defense can do it again.
As it was set up by the fumble, like you said, by Cyprian, and the extra point is good. 7-0, or 20-7, excuse me. And the Shamrocks have made it interesting once again.
Yeah, talk about interesting. I mean, we thought they were out of this game for a while, and you can see the defense kind of a little stunned after that quick play and that quick pass. And, I mean, Rice put them in a good position to get back in it, but now they got to check on the defense and make sure they're going to do their due diligence here. But definitely the key coming up, Tim, is no more penalties, because that's been the ultimate de facto in terms of what's led the Admirals to their success is free yardage given up by the Shamrocks.
Sure has. They have had a lot of free penalties, the Shamrocks, some unsportsmanlike conducts, some holds, and not a disciplined game from the two-time defending champs. And now they need a big stop from their defense to really get back into this thing.
Shamrocks with over a half dozen penalties in this
Shamrocks, let's see if they want to try something spicy here on the kick. Down 2 scores. Maybe something offsides or squibby or something cheeky perhaps, but we'll see. Take a long time in that huddle to get things going. Pednoff will kick it off. From midfield following the Admirals penalty after the touchdown.
It was a personal foul against the Admirals, so this will, Pednoff will see if he can kick it out of the end zone. Ball will be kicked from the 50.
From the 50 is where this ball will get kicked. Following the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, Pednoff's kick
with the kick
is a
and he
boot.
boots it.
And
Great kick by
taken in the
Pednoff,
end zone by
and
Barnes, who dropped the ball, and he just takes the knee smartly for the touchback.
Yeah, definitely the smart move right there. Don't want to risk anything, especially once you leave that end zone. You're getting cracked right at the 1 yard line. So Admirals get the touchback that they need, and now the offense just got to execute, milk some more of this clock out, and hopefully for their side get themselves a score on the board to really seal the deal here and walk away with a win. And not only just a win in particular.
Championship win.
Yep, the one for all the marbles.
14:54 to go here in the championship. 20-7 lead for the Admirals, trying to ice this thing out and go home with an undefeated regular season and postseason as well.
Here we go.
We'll see if they can cap off the perfect season.
1st and 10. Costa's still going to throw. Throws it down the field. Got a man wide open. It is Williams at midfield. Makes the catch and then dropped it. Is it a catch and fumble or just a drop? Let's see. They call it incomplete.
And they've been trying to hit that route to Williams all night long, and he just simply can't come down with it. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely, I think, the fact that he's just laying out for these things.
Flag is down on the field, too. I think it's a hold against the Admirals. So it wouldn't have counted anyways, but like you said, so they've been trying to go to Dre Williams all night, and he's been their deep threat guy all season. It backs him up even more. And the Shamrock sideline is getting rowdy right now.
They know that they have some hope in this one, Tim. I mean, hey, the Admirals shoot themselves in the foot, lose yardage out of it. You couldn't ask for better positioning now.
1st down and 20. Costa throws it underneath. It's Barnes out of the backfield. Leon Barnes down the sideline. Gets it back to the original sticks. And down at the 25-yard line. Good for 15.
And that's just a smart play call there if you're the Admirals. I mean, you find the hot hand, and that's Leon Barnes. He's been a very sneaky weapon for them tonight. He had the touchdown in the start of the second half, and once again, he's proven why they're calling his number.
Gets to the 22. Good for 12 on the carry. He'll be 2nd down and 8.
12 yards on the carry or reception.
Marked out of bounds to the 22.
And it'll be 2nd down and 8. Shamrock sideline getting noisy once again.
The second catch for Barnes. His last one went for the touchdown.
Nation trying to counter.
Man in motion. Costa pumps, throws the screen. It's Barnes again. Cuts inside. Leon Barnes brought down at the 30 or the 26-yard line. First guy there was Brian Miller for Marlboro.
Now, you see what I've been saying, Tim? That kid looks like Eddie Lacy out there, just by the way he's moving that ball. He's just a big-bodied fellow, just moving for that yardage, that chunk change, if you may.
Yes, sir.
Only gains 3 on that, but, I mean, hey, he's their secret right now. And they're just going to keep going to him, but it looks like they switched him out on this one. And we'll see what they can draw up here, but they've really battled back from that 1st and 20 to make it a more manageable 3rd down and 5.
It's about 3rd and 4 from the 26. 30 is the first down.
3rd and 4 for the Admirals.
Costa Audibly. T wants the hard count, gets the snap off, looks, throws, it's dropped by Johnson, and falls to the ground incomplete. As Johnson unable to hold on to that one. Drew Bolton was there again to talk some smack and break that pass up. Incomplete on third down. And the Admirals will punt this one back.
Yeah, that's just an interesting play call right there. I feel like if you're the Admirals, run the ball. Run this ball. I mean, hey, I like it that you're trying to gain yardage, but think about what point of the game you're in. You're in the fourth quarter. At this point, 3rd and 5, I would throw them off with a QB draw, but they try and get that quick slant route. Just wasn't able to connect there.
Unable to is right, as it was not a great throw from Costa, thrown a little bit behind Prince Johnson there, who's had a good game with 4 catches. Here's the punt. It is going to roll across midfield and be taking a little Admiral roll to the 39-yard line. That's where Marlboro will start just under 12 minutes to go. Here in this one is Blake Rice will come out and try to make it a 1-score game here in the fourth quarter. Under 12 minutes to go. And they got to get a drive going right now, right here. It's Grassis offset to the left of Rice. 3 receivers to the right. As Rice going to hand it off inside, up the middle. Grassis finding a hole and picks up about 9 on the carry to the 48-yard line.
And it looks like he'll be able to get stopped to make it a manageable 2nd and 1, but Shamrocks, like I said, they're doing what they were doing well before, which is just running that ball up the gut.
Yeah, and it's worked a lot for them here in this second half. Grassis has reeled off some good carries. The last couple of drives, now it's 2nd and 1 as you see Rice going to the sideline and back to the huddle very fast. Sense of urgency for this Shamrock team. Smith in motion. Rice going to pump and hand it off to Grassis. Drop flag opens up the middle, across midfield, and a first down to the 43-yard line. Picks up 8 on the carry, and the Shamrocks are moving.
Oh, yeah, they're moving. They're keeping that high-tempo offense going, and I love the play call there. Give it to the tailback on a draw, and they're just going to keep trying to move this ball with ease with the game about to hit the halfway point until we're out of here. So, I mean, we'll see what the Shamrocks can do. But they're moving this ball with ease.
Sure are. 33 yards in the last 4 carries for Grassis. Again, here, no, it's a fake. Here's the screen to the outside and wrapped up. Oh, wrapped up hard at the 41-yard line. Was assumed. It's good for about 3 or 4 on the pass play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was just a very hard physical throw there. It looks like it'll be 2nd and 9, so a 1-yard gain. But, I mean, hey, they're trying to open up the passing lanes. Screenplay, I mean, hey, I like the call, but at the same time, take a chance. Take a chance. Maybe see if there's something open in the middle of the field. You only got 2 backers set up there.
And referee's calling the officials timeout, trying to make sure everything's set. And here we go. Get it back up and going. 2nd and 9. Yeah, they only called it a 1-yard completion for assume. Under 10 minutes to go now. Here's the handoff to Grassis. So at the middle, big hole to the 29-yard line. Another first down on the ground for Zach Grassis, and he picks up 13. It's going to be a late hit penalty, I think, also on Kimani Rowland. He tackled Rice in the aftermath of the handoff. Let's see what the call is. But Grassis slow to get up, and he takes his helmet off. Oh, he's
definitely hurt. And that's tough if you're the Shamrocks. They've been playing well the whole game. in terms of Degrassi running that ball. He's been getting multiple first down carries on just his gameplay in general.
The running back for the Shamrocks.
Zach Rossi, who is having an excellent second half.
That could be a big loss for the Shammies, but he's back on his feet.
46 rushing yards in the half. He's going to get off the field off his own power. Good sign for the Shamrocks. Let's see what the flag is, too. And roughing the passer against
roughing the passer.
The Admirals. So
it was right out of the gate on the handoff. I mean, they kind of faked me out. I thought the quarterback took it himself, but the way he was wrapped up and thrown to the turf, Rice, on that play, you definitely got to call that.
It'll be half distance to the goal. We're going to put up the 14-yard line. As this clock continues to tick under 10 minutes to go. But not a smart penalty there for Roland. But like you said, Sean, he kind of faked me out as well. I thought Rice would keep that himself for a sec. Shotgun for Rice. Smith, the man in motion. And movement up front. Free play, end zone, pass is incomplete.
The pass to the back of the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Looking for a assume right there. Let's see what the flag is.
Dropped by Graham Asom, but the flag is thrown, and I believe it's offsides on the Shamrocks, as Blake Rice was able to draw him.
Offsides. Got the infraction there, so it'll be first and goal, or first and five now. And, you know, Chet, we talked about earlier kind of the self-inflicted wounds that the Shamrocks were doing, you know, penalties that keep hurting them. And now in this drive, in this quarter, the Admirals making a lot of crucial mistakes.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe it's just come down to nervousness. I mean, this team, this is the first time all game long we've seen them be in this position where they're going to have to try to preserve the lead much more than what they've expected it. They've been up by 3 possessions this whole game, and now at this point, you might bring that 3 to 1 possession.
Good chance here to do that. First and 5 from the 9. Rice fakes, pumps, looks, throws, end zones. He's got Smith. He's got a touchdown. 2 touchdowns in the quarter for George Smith, and the Shamrocks are right back in it for real.
Wow. Wow. Just talk about just great movement, great offensive design. Where did the Shamrocks offense come from, ladies and gentlemen? That's my big question in this one. They have really just shown up out of nowhere, and they're putting themselves back in the conversation. There's still plenty of time for them to get back and get this ball back and potentially take the lead.
Plenty of time. That Shamrock crowd is turned right now. The 2-time defending champions facing a lot of adversity against the undefeated Admirals have made it a 6-point game. It's 20-14 with 8:47 to go here in this fourth quarter, as Blake Rice has brought his team right back in it.
He really has, and I mean, what was a shutout ECFL championship game has now actually become a very interesting ECFL championship game. I mean, at this point, it's kind of up in the air. But I mean, if you're the Admirals at this point, run this clock out. Run this clock out, as I said before. March upfield, be meticulous. Don't go over the top. They made a mistake on the last possession, like I said, by passing the ball. Keep the ball on the ground. Do not throw that ball unless it's on first down. Take a chance only on first. Just move this clock. Escape with the win. And then if you're the Shamrocks defense, just prepare to clog up those holes in the A and B gaps, because they're going to be taking it right up the gut for the most part. And this run game, for the Admirals, luckily enough for them, has not really been successful to this point.
Yeah, it's been rather unsuccessful for the Admirals. They had a touchdown off the board taken earlier, but only 6 rushing attempts for the Admirals all game for a total of 12 yards.
The kick.
.847 away from a champion being crowned here in Brockton, Massachusetts.
We are a go for kickoff. Heading off.
The kick. It's an onside kick. And it will go out of bounds. Oh, what a tough break for the Shamrocks, setting up the Admirals now at about midfield.
And that just comes down to it. They didn't trust the defense.
Yeah.
They didn't trust them right away. They were like, hey, and that's the thing that kind of confuses me here. You stop them plenty of times the second half. And then the onside kick. I mean, you just kick it right out of bounds. And now this puts this offense for the Admirals in a very good position to go up and really just continue to run this game out.
Yeah, not a great decision right there to do the onside kick. Too much muster on that kick as it just sailed out of bounds. It was a good job getting it up in the air, but
you have
too much juice.
3 turnovers in this half alone, and this team is just kind of giving it away right now. But we'll see. Maybe the defense will actually be able to stand up here, but momentum going to be back in the Admirals' favor at this point.
2 takeaways in the last 3 possessions for the Shamrock defense and the punt that they forced last time out. It's Williams in motion. Costa looks, throws for Williams. No, it's actually Avora, but he dropped it. It's Suber, excuse me. Suber dropping it right there. And it would have been only about a 3-yard gain, but it'll be second down.
Ball's incomplete. New life and energy has
from the 47-yard line.
Can the Admirals match that intensity?
Admirals trying to put this game away, up 6.
8 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in the game. Who will become champion?
Costa sends Williams in motion as he has all night. And a false start against the Admirals.
Whistle on the play, penalty.
Jumped a little bit too early. I'm not sure which lineman it was on, but it's a false start, and I'll be second down and 15. And all the momentum, you can feel it, Chet. It's going to that Shamrock sideline.
Yeah, that Shamrock sideline suddenly out of nowhere has really just stepped up. And I don't know where this energy's coming from, man. And it's all coming here in the fourth quarter. If you were telling me at the start of the third that this could happen, I mean, honestly, the thought did dawn on me that, hey, we could see a comeback here. But I did not expect a comeback such as this late in the game.
As Marlboro, the heart of the champions that, yeah, they've had the championship and playoff experience, that grit and pedigree. Let's see if they can finish off this comeback with a stop here on defense. Costa on 2nd and 15. They had to play badly here. Here's a screen to Williams. Makes the catch, has the speed, and great tackle at the 49-yard line. What a tackle there to prevent more yardage. That is Brian Miller with the takedown. Brought down the 48-yard line, and it will be 3rd and about 9. Picks up 6 on the screen. And this is the biggest play of the game, Chet, arguably.
Yeah, arguably the biggest play in the game right now. I mean, Shamrocks took the words right out of my mouth right there. But anyways, I'm losing my train of thought here. But nah, the Admirals, this is the big moment here. Can they convert? And for the Shamrocks, can they get the stop? If they get the stop here, this sets up their offense in an excellent position to go ahead and take the lead. For the Admirals, they need to just get this first down and hopefully put this game on ice with limited time remaining.
3rd down and 9. Empty backfield for Costa. Williams moves to the left. Costa takes the snap under pressure, gets out of it, throws on the move, and it's low and caught by Johnson at the 44-yard line. Looks to be about a yard shy of the first down, but a flag is down on the play. It'll be against the Admirals again. It's a hold against Southern New England. I think it's against Kyle McCarthy, number 69.
Looks like it might be on Kyle McCarthy, number 69. And a first down, keeping drive alive.
And it will be 3rd
and long for the Admirals.
See where they're going to put this. Going to put it. It's down on the 30s. 36-yard line. I don't know what they were screaming back at a PA guy back here, but it's gotta move these chains back. I don't know what the chain guys are doing. Yeah, he's running over now. He sees it.
Yeah, this guy's been slacking a little bit tonight.
Blow the whistle to get the chain guy back in position from the 36. It's 3rd down and 21.
Play clock running.
And I think a timeout. I don't know if it's by the officials, but by one of these teams.
Whistle down on the field.
Let's see what the
I just can't. I just can't.
Me neither, man. It's been a mojo alterer.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm still able to keep my mojo going. It doesn't really matter.
And the cold, too, but 3rd and 21.
Yeah, especially for you crazy kid. You're in freaking shorts.
I wore shorts here tonight. Bad mistake. 3rd and long, empty set for Costa. Takes the snap. Looks, under pressure, steps up. Got sacked at the 34. It's Miller again, but a flag is down.
Another flag, and I mean, Shamrocks, what the heck is going on, man? You're really shocking me right
Let's see
now.
who it's against.
This one's becoming a nail biter.
Flags galore tonight. It was a false start, and they're going to decline it. I don't know how you can decline a false start, pre-snap penalty, but I guess in ECFL action you can.
Yeah, very interesting. Usually you just you have to take the penalty no matter what.
Yeah, but whatever, I guess. Brian with the big sack and a legit chance, a real shot for the Shamrocks to finish this improbable comeback off. Got it's a 2-yard loss. It's 4th down and 23. Just the 2nd sack of the game for the Shamrock defense. Here is the punt. A short punt. Going to take a Shamrock roll to the 44-yard line. As it's pinned down there with 5:20 to go. And the Shamrocks have been unstoppable on defense the second half. The last 4 possessions, interception, fumble recovery, now 2 punts in a row to set them up in prime position right here.
Yeah, and the Admirals, at this point with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left, the perfect season is on the line. This team is playing for spoils, and they've been playing for spoils this whole second half. I don't know what they drew up in that locker room going into the halftime. Whatever they did, it's working. And now the offense, they're going to come back out on the field. And if they can get a touchdown here and secure the PAT, they'll have the lead for the first time tonight.
They have made the necessary adjustments to get back in this game. Smith in motion. Will take the snap, hand off up the middle. Grassi's back in the game, and he picks up 5 on the carry. And this Admiral run defense, which was doing a phenomenal in the first half, has now let up 6 carries in a row of 5+ yards to begin the second half.
They were playing shutdown. They were just playing exactly the way you needed them to play in that first half. But suddenly the energy's just gone. Everything we saw, the tempo, and just that, all of it, it's just disappeared from this Admirals defense.
So it's about 2nd down and 6 now for the Shamrocks. Here's the handoff. Grassis up the middle, pushing across midfield and extending towards the marker. They might give it to him. What a second effort from Zach Grassis. It's very close to the first down, and it will be about 3rd and 1, a short one at the 47-yard line. Picks up 5 on the carry.
Wow.
What a carry.
I mean, what a carry, and I mean, he's just shy, but Admirals, this is a big spot here. You could stop them and really leave the Shamrocks scratching their heads going here. I mean, 4 minutes remaining, not a lot of time, but not a lot of room to work with if you're the Admirals. Backs to the wall here.
Under 4 minutes to go now for Blake Rice and this Shamrock squad. Rice, read option. Oh, he got blown up. I don't know how he held on to that ball. I have no clue how he didn't fumble that. What a hit from Kamani Rowland. It's a loss of about 3, and I don't know about that play on 3rd and 1.
Wow. I mean, when we thought all of this energy was gone from the Admirals, it's back. It just came out of nowhere, and they just stood up, put the shoulder down, put the foot down for that matter. Shoulder metaphor, I guess you could go for in this one. But 4th and 4.
But 4th and 3.
And the Admirals put themselves in a very good defensive spot here.
3 minutes to go. Biggest play of the game here. Rice takes the snap. He looks. Rowland's coming after him. Rowland. Rice throws out his back foot. It's caught by Smith. What a throw by Rice, and George Smith pushing across to the 38-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
Unreal.
Oh, my goodness. That is just the craziest play I've seen all night, probably. Another one off the back foot. Rice just hucked it up to the heavens and somehow got the conversion on 4th and 3. And they move, and the Shamrocks moved the chains.
And George Smith, who has had an incredible 4th quarter with 2 touchdown receptions. That's his 3rd catch, biggest play of the game. He's made 3 of the biggest plays of the game.
Not much time, though. They got to move this ball quickly, just about to hit the 2-minute mark.
2.5 minutes to go. What a conversion on 4th and 3, 11-yard gain. Rice gonna drop back, looks, throws it short, it's caught, no, dropped. Through the midst of George Smith's hands and incomplete. With Damon Bellin on the coverage there. It will be 2nd down with 2:19 to go. Clock continues to wind. Gotta go quickly here. Shamrocks, they still have timeouts. All 3 of them, I believe. So they want to work the clock from the 38, and timeout taken. We'll take a timeout too. 2 minutes on the dot.
Looks like timeout.
Here in this one as the Shamrocks take their first timeout. We'll be right back for the final 2 minutes of the ECFL championship game. So they're going to say 2:37 is what the time should be. Our clock reads 2 minutes. It's 2nd down and 10.
Interesting they're giving that much time back.
Yeah, that seems like a lot of time.
Yeah.
2 timeouts left for the Shamrocks. Handoff up the middle. 1st down carry and more. Stays on his feet. Strong run to the 20. It's Brett Anktel, his first carry since the 1st quarter, and it's good for 18.
Wow. No flags to on the field either, and the Shamrocks, they've got some life here late in the game, and they've got a chance. They're knocking on the Admirals' doorstep. Admirals, they got to stand it up right here. Still plenty of time for these Shamrocks to put it in the back of the end zone.
2:20 and counting down. Anktel did not have a carry all 2nd half. Gets 19 yards there. Give it to him again on 1st down. Anktel inside the 10. And down at about the 10-yard line. It's close. There's a lot of congestion right there at the end of the play, but mark it down at the 11. It's good for 8. 2nd and short coming up.
And it'll be the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain.
And 2-minute warning.
It is
20 to 14. Chet, the Admirals led this game 20-0 after 3 quarters. A fumble at the end of the 3rd quarter by Cyprian set up the 34-yard touchdown to George Smith on the next play. Shamrocks force a punt, got the ball back, scored again, force another punt. Now here we are, trying to take their first lead of the night.
And potentially hoisting a 3rd title in a row. Shamrocks, everything on the line here for them, and same with the Admirals.
Rice gives it, Ankle makes a move, finds a hole, rolls down to the 6. Gain of 5 on the carry. As Ankle 32 yards on the ground the last 3 plays. Only 1 pass attempt, or 2 pass attempts this whole drive.
And this is, then Tim, in fact, this is the first time we've actually been able to call this as a 1st and goal the whole evening. Neither side has ever gotten inside the 10. They've just put it in the end zone beforehand.
Yeah, 1st down and goal. 1:15 to go. The Admiral sideline here is silent. At a loss for words here. They're making some noise right now for this 1st and goal. Rice has his man in motion. Hand off to Ankle. Oh, play action. Oh, we got rid of it. Incomplete. Incomplete pass. Big hit off the edge. I think it was from Roland, and it'll be 2nd and goal now.
Big sigh of relief right there for the Admirals. I mean, they had the open man, but luckily a hand up in the air to deflect that ball down.
With the pressure. And a big
6 yards away from a 3-peat for the Shamrocks, or a perfect season for the Admirals. What will happen here? 2nd and goal. Rice in the shotgun. Ankle the back, offset to his left. Rice. Crowd getting loud, hand off to Ankle, up the middle, gets a push. Ankle still on his feet, down to the 1. Ball comes down at the 1-yard line. A timeout is taken by Southern New England with 47 seconds to go.
Talk about drama. I mean, this is the biggest dramatic finish I think you and I have ever called in a game, Tim. I mean, wow, we could not have predicted the game to go the way it has. And right now, you're talking about the biggest moment in the game. 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything on the line right now.
Everything on the line. 1 yard away from Pater for the Shamrocks. They had no shot at winning this game beginning of this quarter. They were dead to right, down 20-0.
Yeah, dead to rights. And I mean, you thought the nail was already in the coffin going into the 4th quarter, but they've really defied expectations going into this 4th quarter of action.
It's all happened in the trenches. They've just ran the ball, pounded that rock. I mean, 2 touchdown passes to George Smith, but these drives have been consummated by the ability they've had on the ground. I mean, they've just churned out some big runs with Ankle and, you know, with Gracis as well, who's been off the field for the last few plays. And it's 3rd and goal from the 1. 1 yard away from the end zone. Trying to tie things up here. Got the big boy in at fullback. Rice on 3rd and goal. Gonna hand it off, Ankle left side. He is stopped at the 2, lost a yard.
Wow.
What a play right there at the goal line by Oladapo.
And it's a timeout.
Or it was Bo Richards, actually, number 23. And a timeout taken by
and this time
the Admirals with 33 seconds. 4th and goal.
And the drama, the sweat and tears, they just keep building and building. What's going to happen here? I mean, it's just going back and forth between Shamrocks, Admirals. Admirals have been playing on their heels this whole drive, but suddenly this goal line defense snaps into action, and they still have a chance to seal this game on their side.
So the Admirals burning 2 timeouts on this drive. They'll only have 1 on offense if they'll need it. It all comes down to this play.
I mean, this is like the most tense it's gotten here all night long. Everybody in this stadium now on their feet for the conclusion of this one. And like we've said, we will say it again, chance for spoils in a third straight title or the chance to preserve the perfect season. Both are on the line tonight on this potentially final play of the game.
And what a game, man. This has been unbelievable all night. It's 4th and goal from the 2. Zach Rassis is back in the game in the shotgun next to Rice to his right. It all comes down to this. Rice, handoff, no, read option. He's looking at himself. He's in! Touchdown, Marlboro!
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Blake Rice with 27 seconds left has tied the game. And the flag is down. This might be an unsportsmanlike conduct because Rice is ripping off his helmet. I was talking to the Admirals sideline, and this could definitely thwart the extra point attempt.
Wow.
Let's see what it is here.
That play call caught everyone off guard, and Blake Rice was able to scramble in for the touchdown, met at the goal line, but extends in.
And that play's going to stand. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, Blake Rice, if you had to pick the MVP of tonight's game, it's him. He has literally done everything you could ask for as a field general and just as basically that definition right there. He has just led his team back with fashion. And I mean, that dive into the end zone, that's the fashion statement we're seeing right there from the Shamrocks. They've really just battled back from utter doubt. I mean, I was so doubtful of them going into this 4th quarter, and they proved me wrong.
You can't say enough about what Blake Rice has done this 4th quarter. 3 total touchdowns, 2 passing, and the rushing touchdown right there that could very well win the Shamrocks this game. You know, like we said earlier, Admirals with no reliable kicker on this team to get them in field goal, if they get in field goal range.
Yeah, for the Admirals, they're going to just have to try and huck this one deep, and that energy just completely gone from this side of the field. But, I mean, there is a chance here. There is a chance that this game could potentially go into overtime.
It's a 5-yard penalty, I think. Let's see.
First one's a warning on the sideline. Interference. The second sideline interference is a 5-yard penalty.
Will be
and this backs up the Shamrocks.
a 25-yard attempt. This is for the lead. Petinoff with 27 seconds left.
Setting up for the kick. 27 seconds.
And let's see if they make this.
And almost drew him off. Petinoff's kick is on its way, and it is true. No, it's no good. It's no good.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
And they're still in it.
And the perfect season stays alive for now.
Everything is still alive. Everything's still on the table. We're not done here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
So a touchdown to tie the game.
27 seconds.
And the extra point, no good. 20 points in the 4th for the Shamrocks, for the 21st, the one they needed the most. Wide to the right, unbelievable.
And just when we thought it was going to come to an end, the story continues. I mean, the next chapter is only just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Admirals can breathe a sigh of relief now. Their defense played on its heels. It did its best, gave up the score, but the game is now tied. The first time all night long these teams have been dead even. Admirals, 27 seconds, a chance to see if they can potentially get something on this return or maybe a deep shot downfield. No true kicker for this unit, so they're going to have to opt to go with the offense and hopefully get themselves in the end zone. And if not, we're heading to overtime, folks.
Sure will. What a game we've had today here in the ECFL Championship. 20 apiece. Petinoff will kick this one after the missed extra point. 3 touchdowns apiece for both these quarterbacks, Rice and Costa. And the Admirals will have one last chance here in regulation to try to secure this perfect season. Padenov's kick. It is a boot down the field from the 10-yard line. It's Barnes. With a burst of speed. Leon Barnes made a man miss. Barnes on the sideline gets to the 40. With 19 seconds left, they want a flag for a late hit out of bounds, and they're going to throw it. Flag flies. Let's see what it's going to be. Might be a lay out of bounds.
It could be personal. It could be.
The home run ball here today. Dre's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not sportsmanlike conduct if you're the Admirals.
A lot of flags in this game. We've seen a whole lot of laundry here tonight. And sportsmanlike conduct against
the Shamrocks.
So this will move the ball inside Marlboro territory with 19 seconds to go.
Wow. So now for the Admirals, 19 seconds before end of regulation. This is doable. I mean, they don't have any timeouts as far as I know.
Ball will be placed at the 43. I think they have one timeout.
All you got to do is get a nice deep pass over the middle. We've seen them do it all night. They've been able to hit some deep shots. Just get a man open, hit him, call timeout, try and do it again.
We've seen Costa kick some extra points now. Let's see if he's going to set himself up perhaps for a game-winning field goal attempt. Bellin in motion. Costa takes the snap. Looks, throws over the middle. It is broken up and a flag. As Bellin was the intended receiver, Joe Hicks was the defender there, and a pass interference against the Shamrocks.
Wow.
Two very controversial calls against the Shamrocks, and the refs.
Unbelievable.
They are helping decide this game.
They really are. I mean, for the Admirals, the refs, they're really getting your back tonight in the end of this one. Still 12 seconds and still a whole lot of grass ahead. But, I mean, if you're the Admirals right now, take what you are getting in this one. Shamrock's defense really needs to clamp up on those mistakes they just made, or they might give this game away.
They sure might. Ball at the 30, 12 seconds to go. Costa, empty set. He's got 3 touchdown passes tonight. Can you get number 4 here? Williams in motion. Takes the snap. Costa steps up, throws. This one is caught, then dropped by Prince Johnson. Dropped it inside the 15. And that would have set them up pristinely inside the red zone for a game-winning field goal attempt.
Wow. Wow. Question is are they going to go? Are they going to go for the kick? Are they going to go for it all on the field goal try, or it looks like they're going to keep the offense out?
It'll be a 48-yard attempt from here. Probably going to try another shot to the end zone, or at least pick up a first down. They do have one timeout remaining. Tie game at 20 apiece. Costa. 5 wide on this play. Takes the snap. Steps up under pressure. Got out of it. Costa to the end zone. This one is tipped incomplete. Broken up looking for Avora. Broken up by Drew Bolton, who's made big plays all quarter, and we are going to overtime here in the ECFL championship game.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. I did not think we'd be at this point tonight where we are now. It's just been a roller coaster of emotions in the fourth quarter of action. We're all tied up at 20 apiece, and both teams have really played amazing, like they really have. But the Shamrocks have really crawled back into this one, and with quite pristine effort.
Pressure by the Admirals to force a missed extra point.
So overtime coin toss.
It's a tie ball game here tonight, 20-20. Admirals looking for their first championship, and the Shamrocks looking for their third in a row. Both squads meet.
Marlboro has won the last 2 championships. Southern New England trying to be an undefeated team for the duration of the whole season here in the ECFL. Let's see who's going to win the toss here.
And who is going to win the coin toss here in overtime? I believe the first team to score a touchdown will win the game, and there's the toss.
This toss is for all the marbles here. And waiting for the signal.
It looks like the Admirals may have won the coin toss.
So overtime here in the championship game. Not quite sure who got it still.
And it looks like the Shamrocks have won the toss, and they will receive first.
And the Shamrocks will get the ball first here in OT. 15 minutes on the clock here in the overtime period.
Yeah, and I mean, every single time these the Shamrocks here in the fourth quarter have gained possession of the ball, they've just marched right downfield on this Admirals D, and this Admirals defense has played excellent all night. But up until this point, really questioning what is going to happen here. Is this going to be the Admirals defense that we saw in the beginning of the game, or is this the Admirals D that we've been getting here in the fourth quarter?
Both teams will have 2 possessions to score.
I think we'll have to wait and see.
Even if
this overtime, monumental. You know, you don't really get a lot of overtime, playoff games, let alone championship games. And sudden.
If a defensive stop is made by the Admirals, then all they will need would be a field goal to win the championship. Here we go.
Touchdown wins the game.
15 minutes, 20-20.
Just like the NFL rules. Each team will have a chance to score a touchdown.
Okay.
But if
there's no kickoff on overtime,
one team is stopped, then it'll be sudden death. So first overtime starts at the 25-yard line.
Over with their opportunity to try to score 3 or 6. Here we go. OT, Admiral.
Rice in the shotgun. Grassis to his right. First play of overtime in this untimed period. Here's the play action. Rice throws it low in the dirt, looking for Smith, incomplete.
Short time, short throw, and it bounces into the dirt.
And George Smith, who's been an X factor there in the fourth quarter, was phenomenal with 3 catches for 52 yards and 2 touchdowns to get his team back in it.
Yeah, no clock in this. It's just whoever can score, whoever scores.
So 2nd and 10.
It comes down to your downs.
Comes down to who can get on the board. Southern New England will have a chance. Here is the handoff to Grassis. He is swallowed up. He is brought down at the line of scrimmage by Roland. And it's good for no gain. It'll be third down.
Admirals defense really standing up here in sudden death overtime. I mean, this is the moment where you got to do so.
Looking like the Admirals defense of the first half.
Hey guys, try not to jump.
Admiral Nation, let's start the defensive chant. Defense. Defense. Defense.
Third down and 10. Rice in the shotgun. This is the biggest play of the game so far. Takes the snap, looking. Gets a block from Grassis. Throws on the sideline. It's low. Was it caught? At the sticks, it's close. Looking for a zoom
Wow. That was a tough call from our angle. It looked like he might have caught it, but it's just one of those classic calls of the ball using the turf to aid you in catching the ball.
It was a very close call as Graham Asom on the sideline. Thought he might have had it, but it did look like it was more so of a bounce there, and it makes sense to be 4th and 10. And they're going to send out Petinoff for the 43-yard attempt.
For the field goal attempt.
He missed the extra point earlier that would have, in hindsight, won them the game.
This could be the icing on the cake, though, but then you got to rely on your defense to stop the Admirals. And, hey, I got to commend this Shamrocks defense. They've completely 180'd on me at the end of this one. So there's a chance here. If they make this field goal, their defense is going to be playing for those spoils once again.
So this is from 43 yards away for the lead to make it a 23-20 game here in overtime.
Make some noise, Admiral Nation.
Here we go. Snap, spot, Petinoff's kick on the way from 43 yards. It is good!
Wow.
Petinoff puts the Shamrocks in front here in overtime, but the Admirals will have one more chance. It's the first lead of the game for the Shamrocks. And that one was true. Just had enough on that one.
Yeah, there was just plenty on that kick. I mean, just enough to sneak it through the upright. And now for the Admirals, this is it, man. Your offense, you've really been stifled throughout this one. Your chance here to get the game back in your favor, and not only that, take home the championship. The Shamrocks, you have the lead. This is the chance to secure your 3rd straight title in the ECFL.
And Marlboro trying to win their 3rd in a row. All the pressure is on the Admirals. Costa from the 25.
We'll see if they can bring home the perfect season here, Tim.
Touchdown wins it for Southern New England. Barnes to his right on 1st down. It's for all the marbles right here. Costa, low snap, steps up, throws, Enzo got a man wide open!
Oh my God!
Wow!
Wow!
It's Markey Vora for the win, and the Admirals sneak out of here with a victory. Unbelievable!
Wow! Talk about just what a way to end this one. Absolute pandemonium on this Admiral sidelines. I mean, the perfect season complete here in overtime in sudden death. Final score 26-23. I mean, Tim, words can't really describe this feeling.
What a game! What a comeback from the Shamrocks. A valiant effort, but Avora, his 2nd touchdown of the game. 4 touchdown passes for Costa, and the Admirals complete the perfect season by the skin of their teeth. Unbelievable. 26-23 the final. And like you said, Chet, it's straight pandemonium here from Rocky Marciano Stadium.
Yeah, and one team managing to squander a 3rd straight title win by securing their own perfect season. And what a feeling, man. I could only imagine what it's like to be on a squad that had a perfect record throughout the regular season. You got to commend this team for what they did in today's game. They dominated it through 3 quarters of action.
And there will be no three-peat for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, and I mean to finish that thought there, I'm sorry.
That's
3 quarters of action, complete domination. Shamrocks caught them off guard there in the 4th quarter with a series of turnovers and just key defensive stops. But at the end of this one, the Admirals just took what was left of that energy that they left on the table going into the end of regulation and managed to escape with the win. They are definitely very fortunate that that PAT didn't go through and secure them the win. But at the end of it all, Admirals sneak away here with the win.
All right, so the Admirals, their perfect season comes to a thrilling end here from Brockton, Massachusetts. 26-23 the final. What a game here in the championship. Costa with 4 touchdown passes on the night. The best player in the league all year, showing why the Admirals are the 2022 champions. Tim Duffy, Chris Hitsu on the call here tonight. What a game it was. ECFL action on Fans Only Sports coming to an end for the 2022 season. We'll be back next year, next summer. See you guys then.